Yay, Moana 2.
Oh boy.
I mean, we're asking for a Moana sequel, but it's like we could done better than this. That's for sure.
Oh, 1000%. They had all the parts in there to make like a better sequel, but they did not use it.
Uh, I have no idea why they think that's is a good idea. I mean, I know why this is a good idea. Yeah, because this is supposed to be a show. Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a Disney Plus series, but they changed it. And that was a silly idea in the beginning. Like, why would you make one of your most popular movies a TV show? And also, who's watching Moana the series
I
week
don't
to week?
I don't know, but this movie like it feels like a show is crammed into a movie, that's for sure.
I could see that. I think knowing that it was a
I
series beforehand kind of hurt the experience a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of like you can actually kind of see that. Oh, I think this will be more explained in the show. I mean, I say more explained, I just relatively more explained than the movie.
Yeah.
There's like several things you can't just make sense of it. I don't know. It's like it's like okay, they don't have Lin Manuel Miranda for the
Yeah.
film, so yeah, so it's like oh, I don't know why they didn't. What's Lin Manuel Miranda doing? Doing like what?
I couldn't even
What is he
tell you.
doing again now?
I
Oh
couldn't even
well.
tell you. I don't know what his next project is. It
I
might
just
have
hope
just
it's
been
not.
a paying thing. They might not have been able to pay him to do this one.
I mean, he doesn't he pay him all the time, and you tell me he can't just pay him for this one. I mean, they pay him in like what's it called? The Little Mermaid remake.
Hmm.
Yeah, he made the song about that one. Just like yeah, swam check your wham wham wham. I
It
wish I
looks like
was
he's
joking.
doing Broadway right now. I think that's probably why he couldn't do it.
I mean, he is always a Broadway guy. I mean, Hamilton. Everyone knows
Yeah,
Hamilton, so yeah.
yeah, that's his big calling card. But he was surely missed in this movie in terms of like the music wasn't as good as it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't remember any of the songs after I finish it. I mean, I still people. I heard sorry. I heard people still talking about the songs from the first movie, so that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah, they were catchy and they helped move the plot along. I feel like the songs here didn't really move the plot along, so that's why it makes it less memorable because it was just like okay, they're singing, but it doesn't have anything to do with the story.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, the ones they did, it's like really rushed, and it's like doesn't really add up. Unfortunate. It's unfortunate, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So well, this is Moana 2, and this is attack reviews I'm doing with. So do you want to talk about yourself?
Yeah, I do movie reviews on my channel. I review current movies. I do throwback reviews where I review movies that I never seen because there's a ton of films I've never seen before because I call myself the baby cinephile. And yeah, I do live streams every so often where I interview other movie tubers and talk about the films that they love. So I'm a very film centric channel.
Uh, that's good. Yeah, and we're back here with to talk about Moana 2 with him because Red has some issues he can't make it. It's very last minute, so even so it's not like we plan for this. It's just oof.
Yeah, but thank you for having me on.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. So Moana 2, we already go through some issues with the film already, and just like why is it not as good and what happened behind the scenes. I mean, we also and we should really talk about what do you think of the first movie first.
So I recently watched the first movie this year. I think maybe a week or two before Moana 2 came out because I knew I wanted to go check it out. And there's been so much hype over the years for it, so I was expecting to be blown away, like how I'm blown away by like a lot of Pixar films, and I wasn't. I thought it was really good. I didn't think it was great. I think some of the songs were really good, and I really liked the characters, but I didn't think the story was all that great. So I expected this movie to be kind of like the same, or hopefully a little bit better. Um, so yeah, basically, I wasn't a huge fan of the first one in terms of like loving it. I thought it was solid. Going into Moana 2.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, when I saw this, because they announced this movie like earlier this year, and they're releasing like end of this year. So I was like, wait, how are you gonna do that? And it turns out they already made a show, and they just probably just cut it into a movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, what is that your idea? I don't get it.
I look, I get it. I get it. I get Bob Iger coming in because the other Bob was in there doing terrible decisions, and the new Bob Iger, or the old Bob, that's the new Bob, decided to come back and be like, "Why would you make Moana a TV show? It's one of the biggest selling movies that we have. It's the most streamed movie ever. Let's make it another movie." And he was right because this movie has made nearly $400 million in a week. So he made the right decision financially.
Yeah, financially. What about the quality?
The quality there, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing.
Oh yeah, because nowadays Pixar just need to release like Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4, like those really bad sequels, and they made $1 billion. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. People love sequels. The top 10 highest grossing films of this year are all sequels.
What? This is gosh, this is so depressing. Like, why is that even the case now?
It's trustworthy to go watch something that's already established. When you take a chance on something that's brand new, and if you're spending like $22 on a ticket, and then if it sucks, you get really upset. I kind of understand that.
Oh yeah, I completely understand that, but no one takes risks anymore, and the sequels nowadays are not even risk taking. They're just like copy and pasting. I was like, what? So here's the thing. We review a lot of sequels this year, and most of them are literally just sequels. We don't really have a single movie that I say it's original. And me and Red were like, oh my god, all of them are bad. I mean, the ones we review, all of them, the ones that we review are bad.
What did you review that was bad? Let me see. Let me see if it's some of the stuff that I like.
Oh, we might actually convince you to not like it at the end.
Let's see. Let's see. What's some stuff? Because there's a lot of movies I watched this year. I've seen 123 movies this year, and there's a ton of them that I love.
Oh
Some original, a lot of original, some sequels, like Doom Part 2.
no, I
I thought that
completely
was
get it.
fantastic.
Oh yeah, we seen that movie. I like the movie, but we didn't review it because because scheduling conflict. Instead we do
Mm.
Megamind 2 instead.
Okay. Wait, is
Yeah,
that new movie that came out this year, or is
yeah,
that a show that it came out Megamind?
the movie. This
Oh, I
the
heard that
movie
was
this year.
terrible.
Yeah, that is terrible. Really terrible, in fact.
It looked bad from the trailer.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm glad that people are making fun of it, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Risks are scary. Oh wow! So that's why we just made like really safe movies that has a lot of nostalgia pandering, and then you just like destroy every single like the concept of everything. Fun. I hate you.
And what do you think about the beginning of this film of Moana 2?
Okay. Do you want to talk about my problem with this movie already? So we followed like we followed like some beautiful shots because the movie looks really good. And by the way, so here's a fact of this movie. This is not made by Disney in-house animation. They have to like get an animation studios to just do it for them.
Mm.
And so it's cheaper. And after the success of this movie, I think Disney would just do this again. This is just a fact. Like, it's
They did a good job with it though. It looks gorgeous.
oh yeah, but yeah, that's how it does things. I think Disney would just not pay their employees anymore because of that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oof. Yeah. We're gonna have a lot to say about this movie. So here's the beginning of this. We follow Moana just jumping around this island in her like paddle. I have no idea why she needs a the boat thing in her hand. I just it just look cool because I remember the first movie she has that as well. But it's like, but at the same time, you
Yeah.
just remember the first movie. She doesn't really do a lot on land.
Yeah, no, she was inexperienced. That's what, like, one of my issues with her character. Like, I still like her character, but the character from the first one to the second one, there's too drastic of a change in terms of like how awesome she is. I think they skipped some steps from the first movie to this movie.
Also, like they focus a lot when it comes to like he has a weapon for some reason. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I remember she has that, but it's like at the same time, you just realize it's like she only does it during combat and stuff. Going here to jump around fucking islands.
Yeah, I think it was because they thought Maui's weapon was cool, so it was like, let's give Moana one, and that's exactly what they did.
I mean, technically, she has that in the first film. But it's like used really sparingly.
Yeah.
Oh, and so Moana just jump around the place, and there's a really big gap she has to jump to. So she did, and the pig didn't. So there's a gap between them. So here's
Yeah.
my problem. And the pig is like really exhausted. Here's the problem. How did Moana just get to the pig? And
How
then
did she get to the pig?
yeah, because there's a really big gap between them. And Moana is the only one jumping
Um.
through, and the pig is exhausted
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah. And then that's when the pig, I think the pig jumped, missed, and she caught it.
Nope, they just cut away. And just like it, and they just in the next scene she just got it.
Oh, I could have swore I saw her. He tried to jump. He was gonna miss it. She caught it, and then the chicken popped up and made them fall.
Oh, that that's like way afterwards. But I'm just
Way
breaking
afterwards.
the scene
Okay.
by scene. So yeah,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
so they just didn't explain how the pig got through that. Other Moana just jumped back to just get it, which is like okay because okay here's the problem. Because if you see the shots behind Moana is just a plain mountain, so she will not have a forward momentum to run and jump through that distance again to catch a pig, or the pig just suddenly jump to it. Uh, oof,
That's funny.
that is funny. So yeah, and now just Moana just do some mountain climbing, which is fine. She did that in the first movie as well.
Yeah.
It's like it just it's so weird. And then and then here and then the chicken is there. I have no idea how is the chicken there. The chicken just climb a fucking mountain.
Yeah. She was shocked. She was just like, "Oh, how did you get here?"
Oh, I don't know. It's just that because you see that mount because in the first movie the chicken does that, but at the same time you just have to remember the chicken is not literally superpowered. It's just like he just did that in like the ship and stuff because it's inside the ship. So she does that. So the chicken does that. You can still explain that the chicken just hide underneath it and then he just pops back up. That's the explanation. Instead of like it just teleport into a fucking mountain. Onto a fucking mountain. What the fuck?
They was like, the kids won't care. And they were right. The kids did not care.
Yep, the kids will not care. Unfortunate. The corporate like it does feel like the big corporate studio like Disney are making are more worried of the perspective of failing if they did something risky and failed. Well, to be fair, they did something like that. Do you remember Strange Worlds?
Yeah. Yeah. They definitely tried with that one.
Yeah, they definitely tried. I heard nothing about it.
So that's the thing with this is they did a string of original films that just didn't catch on like their sequels and other IP do, and then they went back to sequels because people weren't watching the original stuff, like
Uh,
Onward and Soul and Turning Red and all this other stuff.
Oh, I've seen so it's amazing, but here's the problem. They put on Disney Plus.
That's also true. And the pandemic happened, so that's also a problem.
Yeah, and so
People weren't
Disney
going
just
to the
like
movie theater.
Disney just like, yeah, what's the problem? Yeah, oh yeah, we're making original content and stuff. Sequels, lol. I mean, like it's not like you bombed. Oh wait, that bombed.
You're talking about for the original movies, right?
Yeah, it's like original for Pixar that bombed.
Yeah,
Even if the
unfortunately.
even if the actual money at risk is a fraction of what they spend on the. Yeah, I was like, I don't get it because the movies are like 250 million. Actually, Moana 2 is 150 million. But
Which these days is not that bad because some of these movies cost way too much.
oh yeah, true. I mean, they have. It's not that bad. It just tells you that here's the thing. They made something original, so yeah, because they think they make themselves something original, but they have to make it also good. We're all making fun of Wish, by the way.
I'm not a Wish hater. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
Uh, I love the fact that the main bad guy is framed as a villain, even though
The main
the
bad guy
family
was what?
framed as a bad guy. The
Oh yeah.
antagonist, yeah, I was like, my lord. And so they're like, yeah, let's just make him the bad guy. I was like, no, this guy's like the most reasonable person of the entire film. And the only,
In Wish? I don't know about that.
oh yeah, he absolutely is.
He was stealing people's dreams. That's not reasonable.
Okay, here's what Wish said. It didn't steal his dreams. They, so they, so the people decided to give them their wish to hopefully one day to make the wish happen.
Mm-hmm.
When you could actually just do it yourself to achieve it yourself. They basically give them his choice to just take shortcuts.
Yeah, but he gave them the opportunity to do that, and they thought he was being real, and he was leading them, and he was rich and living higher than everybody else.
Uh,
That's
yeah, that's okay. So it's a lot more complicated because like the people are expected to just achieve their dreams, and even though he's like living higher than anybody else, he's still like making the choices of who to grant wishes for. Because here's the thing: some people's wishes are just really evil, and some are, if they're fake, they shouldn't grant them the wish. Because this issue is like really nuanced, and the movie decides just make black and white for no reason.
it's a kids movie. They're not gonna make it super complicated.
I mean, so as Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which is literally about how you fight death, and it's
But
like the
that's a
answer is,
great movie. That's
oh
a
yeah,
great
so that's
movie
why Wish.
versus
Yeah,
okay movie.
that's bad. I mean, I would say it's like really bad. I was like, do you how it's like even if that's the case, I was like, do you know how much was like Wish is like 200 million budget? That doesn't look
Yeah, I
like.
don't know. No, I don't know why it was so expensive. That was crazy.
Yeah. I also hate that. I think I've seen you around. And
What's
a
up,
lot of
Randy?
anime. Yeah, a lot of animated movies also make their money on DVD, VHS, Blu-ray.
Not anymore.
I mean, streaming now.
Yeah,
Streaming cuts heavily into that.
yeah. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
Matt Damon was talking about that. In terms of like movies that are cult classics or become classics. Some of them don't make money in the box office, but people discover it during DVD and VHS era. But now that people aren't buying that no more and going straight to streaming, all these movies just flop and that's it.
Oh yeah. Basically, that's what happened. So,
Yeah.
unfortunate. But oh well. Back to this movie. So the chicken teleported and Moana just see the place. Just look around the sunset. Takes a shell, put it here, and just like, oh, here, hey, I made it here. So and blow the shell. That's good. So that's fine. And then Moana's like,
Yeah, I
oh,
was wondering what the shell scene was all about. Was it a call to everybody else? I don't know if they really ever explained that.
yeah. I mean, the only thing I can say is like is a landmark because she entered this place. So she blows a well, blows a thing to try to call other people on this island, but realize like you hear anything, oh I don't like it. There's gotta be other people out here, other villages. So my question is, why is your plan climbing a fucking mountain instead of just look around the downside? You think you can just so assuming you even if you climb up a mountain, blow a trumpet, no one's gonna hear it from below.
Yeah, especially that loud.
Oh, so no one's gonna hear it, even if you blow like a fucking jackhammer, let alone a seashell. So instead of just going down and just like, oh, let's just search around the place, and after realizing there's no one, I was like, oh well, let's just instead of doing that, just climb the mountain. Wow, genius. What a great start. Moana as an idiot after 3 years of experience after the first movie.
Hey, she was running the island pretty well. She's not an idiot. Let's not do that.
Oh yeah, never. And so, the pig and the chicken are just in this in this piece of rock that's sliding. I don't know why they are on this piece of rock, but it's just coincidence. But oh well. So Moana catches the pig, and the chicken steps on it. And they so luckily tied into a bunch of like bamboo, like it's like what's it called again? Those tree stems. Those
What is it
tree
called?
stuff. I don't remember. It's like those tentacles on the tree.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but yeah. So Moana just so happens to just land on those, and didn't break until like the paddle just hits her head and it falls down. It doesn't hurt her It doesn't hurt her, by the way, even though she landed the head first.
Onto it, yeah.
Jesus. And so yeah, that's the thing. And then she just saw a bow rising up in front of a stone, and it's picked up by her chicken. How did the chicken got there before when they are falling down together? Like that's like it's like a dozen meters away, a dozen feet away. How did the chicken get there before her and just find this bowl already?
The chicken has some magical powers, man. It's
Duh,
pretty
of
dumb, but
course.
it has some magical powers.
Oh, what? Yeah, that's the chicken. That's how chicken works. Let's just run with it. Oh well. Who wrote this film?
That is a good question.
Okay, let's see.
Because it wasn't the original writers; it's different writers.
Let's see. Oh no, it's there's two writers of this film this time. Okay, one of them is the original writer. He also wrote because I don't know, because his writing credit got worse. Like he wrote actually no, sorry, no, it's not that bad afterwards. But let's see the other writer. The
You talking
original
about the guy
who
who Zootopia?
he doesn't wrote. I don't think he wrote Zootopia. He just no, he didn't. Yeah, oh yeah, he wrote Zootopia. That's not a good movie.
What? Zootopia is a great movie.
Oh
What are
yeah.
you talking about?
I think you should rewatch it.
I've rewatched it multiple times. I love that movie.
I just have issue with like there's a lot of contrivances, just plot armor. That's my problem. Oh,
yeah,
so
of course.
yeah. Okay, let's see. The other writer is called Dana Ledoux Miller. She wrote before Moana 2, she wrote a bunch of things I never heard of.
Yeah, she doesn't have a lot to her name before. It's like Moana 2 is like her first big movie.
Yeah, that's her first screenplay. I mean, she's also writing the Moana live action film. Oh right, there's a live action Moana film.
Yeah, which is super unnecessary.
No, it's just to put it's literally used to stroke the Rock's ego.
Look, if it makes a lot of money, they made the right choice.
Yeah, it's exactly how the Little Mermaid made a bunch of money with its live action remake. Did it?
Well, that's what Lion King did, Aladdin did, Beauty and the Beast did.
Yeah, I think that the stroke of that is like gone already. After like
Yeah,
Little Mermaid.
because even like with Mufasa, I don't think it's gonna make as much as the first Lion King live action, or if you want to call it that.
To be honest, I'm surprised if it doesn't bomb at the end.
We'll see. We'll see. People were saying that it's competing with Sonic 3. That's gonna be rough because a lot of people are hyped for Sonic 3. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, right. It's not like because there's a, like Sonic 1 and 2 are like much better than the Lion King remake.
I enjoyed Sonic 1 and 2 way more than I enjoyed Lion King remake.
Yeah. Oh, if only you actually made the movie good, but oh well. So that's a fucking film. Great, awesome. I love my life talking about movies like this, but so yeah, I know we're not gonna cover fucking Mufasa. I mean, I would never waste my time with that. I didn't even waste my time with the first Lion King film, the live action Lion King film, not the animated one. I love the animated film.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, let's just get back to it because this movie is so great. So Moana just found a bowl because the chicken just teleported it to her. The teleporting chicken just lifts his head up to just find it, and it evidence to her. Oh, people actually live here,
Yeah. She
and
was
then she's
shocked.
sure. Oh. So yeah, that's good. So instead of just run around to just find more people because there's evidence that people actually live here, she just like let's go home.
I thought that was weird. I thought, and that I think that's where you could kind of tell this was probably supposed to be an episode, and maybe she was supposed to like search around first and then go back home after she didn't find anybody, but they just cut all that out and then just made her go back home, and I was like, what? What's happening right now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really fun thing. So yeah, so you can really tell the show is cut into a fucking movie. Not even 2 hour movie, like not even an hour and a half movie. That's a strange thing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
what was the runtime for this?
Uh, uh,
It was an hour and
this
40 minutes.
no, I think it's like less. It's like it's an like yeah, it's an hour and 14 minutes, but it's like most of them are not even, are just credits. It's like it's barely 90 minutes. So okay, barely 90 minutes, including the post credit scene.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, that's a film. And so Moana just because we need to steal from the first movie again, so we just have her do the thing from the first movie. Just drive her hand into the ocean and just like, oh, see, it's back. I'm back to the sea now. She swims to the sea, which is good. Dolphins, life, and then we got yeah. So and then here's my question: why the fuck is she the only one who's just riding across the sea? In the first movie, at the end, you can see like there's like over a dozen ships riding sailing with her, like, and they're like much bigger than the ship
Yeah.
she's using. Why isn't she using those ship? And where are the other people? If you are searching for people, because you can see the context later and even imply in this scene. She's finding people from her species, not species, just from her ancestors and other people like that, like her, because after they're long gone. So you expect that there's be a lot more people finding it instead of just her.
Yeah, because all these people on the island are now going past the reef. You would think everybody else would be finding stuff, but it's only her because she's the chosen one.
Oh, I mean, this entire thing could be fixed if she's not finding people. She's just sitting around for like having fun, and she just stumble across it. I mean, it would still be stupid, but it's something. And so we got like a singing.
Yeah, the
Oh,
first song as they set off.
No, you're just having fun of just like, oh, we just a lot of things are building, and we're just building a lot of houses, and we just got it's like the song just not good here. So yeah,
They're not as memorable as the original one at all.
yeah, I
Like,
just
I'm
like
not a big fan of musicals, so like, and one of my big part is that I feel like a lot of musicals, the actual singing songs don't have nothing to do with the plot, or like it's just recapping what we just saw in the plot, and it's annoying. And this movie does that.
oh yeah, this song is just recapping the first film. It's like, oh, we
Yeah,
built stuff, ancestors remember, and there's, I mean, we got brief stuff like this farmer who's gonna appear later. I was like, oh, I
yeah,
want to retire, yo. But to be honest, I'm gonna make this gonna happen later.
yeah. They introduced the characters that were gonna go on the journey through the song, which I guess was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's fine. You got introductions of like, this guy it's like to fan fiction, and this girl likes to. It's like a clumsy girl who likes to go on adventures, like Moana. But that's also, by the way, this is the all you got from for the characters for the entire film. Those three new characters.
Yeah, I was hoping that we got a little bit more experience with the characters and the island and stuff like that, and all the changes that happened since the last time we saw.
Yeah, but oh well. Instead of doing that, there's like, here's recap. Here's some characters. You can tell that there's something just cut out for those characters. If this is a show already,
Oh yeah,
and
they definitely felt like TV show supporting characters.
hmm, I don't think any characters would do something like this. So, oh well. So yeah, Moana comes back to her place with like her father just greeting her. Um, that's how it works. So,
Yeah,
and so they got this. It's so weird because like she just got introduced to those characters again, which even though we got introduced to them, so Moana just like, oh, this is the first time she just meets them. The real old guy who doesn't want to be here.
to do any of this.
I was like, and then the new girl who just basically just tried to trash her ship,
Yeah, she build things.
and the fanfic person that made Moana awkward.
Oh, the one that loved Maui.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she's kind of obsessed with it. So yeah, those are new characters. Um, yeah. By the way, clearly doesn't. Aside from the fan fiction guy, it's clear she doesn't really care about the other two that much.
Yeah, no, she didn't
No,
really show that she cared about anybody in this.
no. Uh, so here's the thing. So yeah, she said because she saw something, and yeah, that's how it works. And so Moana just pretend like, oh, find a bowl with a little frog, but which is not from our village. It's like she doesn't even know what it's made of, but it's proof there are other people out there. Oh, okay. So we got a clear motivation. She's finding other people now. So
Yeah,
it makes it even weird that she just doesn't search around the island. But because if you find a boat in a place, it's clear that they have to made it. It has to be made or shipped from somewhere.
what do you mean?
I was like, okay, you don't just find find a utensil off of a place unless you have to make a bowl, you have to make a cup, you have to make something.
Yeah,
So
somebody
someone has
had to
to.
make it. Yeah,
So if you make something, it will be evident that someone has been here, and there has to be someone here. So it's just it's not like so it's just basically the problem I have with at first. So it's like she doesn't search around. Well, this
yeah,
is what she
that,
believes.
that would have made more sense.
Uh, that's the thing. Uh, and Moana just like, oh, I don't know, we haven't found that yet, but that that island, and I think that's where they're going to be. that island that it's drawn on the boat for some reason.
Yeah,
By the way, the movie did not explain why is this. What is there's an island drawn on the bow?
we still don't have that. Yeah, we still don't have an explanation of that, or at
No,
least
it's
it's not a clear one. Because I know that later in the movie, a character that they bring up during this one of the songs crashed near the island.
but like you don't draw your location on a bow. Like, I mean, why? I've never seen a bow in the world that you just draw a location on. I mean, there could be. I was like, how rare is that?
Well, this is a universe that we don't live in, so I'll let them cook.
Yeah. Wow. And I was like, and then Moana's like, oh, there are stars. I need to figure out how to find those stars.
Yeah, that was so
Uh,
random.
I was like, what do you think is that it's the stars that are using the hints? Like she didn't even break it down. She just saw it. I was like, yeah, it must be the stars. Like, and she's fucking right. God.
Of course, she's a chosen one.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Ray. Oh, absolute genius, great. And it's like, oh, okay. And then she just find her little sister, which is fine. She just have a little sister. She cares about it. And she was like, oh, I've been gone for 3 days. 3 days, okay. That's not that long. I mean, because if I was like finding other people in my race, I was like, I wouldn't be like, oh, I got travel for 3 days on a boat. I'll be like,
Well,
oh,
she is a little kid. You got to give her some slack.
yeah.
Because they don't got no TV, they don't got no games. So all she has is playtime with her sister, and she's gone for 3 days. She probably was bored.
Oh no, I mean, it's like, why are you like finding ancestors and it's like, oh, it's just 3 days on a
Oh, you
boat.
saying why did it take so long? Why it took so
What?
short?
Yeah.
I guess she didn't go that far away.
I mean, do you know the run? Do you know how long the first movie take? It's like that's around the same time. How long? How long
Yeah,
the
but
more?
this is years have passed, and she's a much better sailor now. Remember, she didn't know how to sail in the first movie. Now she's a wayfinder.
Oh yeah, that also means that she can literally just fucking speed up her boat for some reason. That's totally
Yeah.
how boats works.
In an animated universe, yes, that's how.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, man.
This is like, oh my god. I think the journey in the first movie is like longer for some.
It is
And
definitely a
he,
longer journey in the first one.
yeah. And then yeah, that's and yeah, let's see. And after that, Moana just pulls out a bow. Was like, and then the kid was like, "I will find you a present." And then Moana's like, "Here's your present, a bow." And then of course the little kid was like, what does it do?" Of course, and Moana's like, "What does it not do?" I was like, "How is that a?" And so
How's that an
she,
answer?
yeah, that's not an answer. And then Moana just like, oh, shows her a boat. And it's like, oh, because we have to remember Barry the first film. Remember the cave scene in the first film? Let's just do it to her sister. Because that's and she just hit the drum like the first film. And she's like, oh, this is the place of our ancestors where I learned that people are full Yeagers. Which is like, yeah, I guess. But grandma showed me who we are. And she said to grandma by the ears and now
Yeah, they basically were just recapping the first movie to the little girl.
it's like yeah, it's like this. I don't understand. It's just like, oh, remember the first film? By the way, I don't really have much issues of this. It's just like, oh, this scene just remember the first film. I mean, it's like I'm
Yeah,
fine with like her dynamic with her little sister, but it's like, it's fine.
yeah, it was cute.
But by the way, they literally set the amount of days that she took for in the first film in this film. A few weeks.
Oh, so it wasn't 3 days. Okay.
No, no, for the journey in the first film,
In the first film, it was a few weeks
and
that she was
and
gone.
and she found evidence of people in 3 days in this film.
She
Jesus.
improved, man. She improved.
Yeah, let's stumble. Yeah. Fuck. It's so weird because I don't get what, because this movie had literally have no sense when it comes to time and distance. Because you can feel like how small the ocean is in this film. In this film, it'll be much more evidence later. The
Yeah,
contrivances are
it
just
does make it.
insane.
It does make it seem a lot smaller than the first one did.
Yeah, God, it gotta get even worse because this scene is like fine. You just like, she's just recapping. I mean, it's like she's recapping the stuff from the first one to her sister, but it's like, but I mean, the context is like she just likes her sister, but it's like there's a lot of ways to make it more subtle.
Yeah, it could have flowed better within the story. It didn't have to feel like just a sit down, like she was sitting us down as well to recap the story. Like, do you remember this?
Yeah, it's like, oh, remember this? It's like, yeah, I can just watch the first movie, you fuck. Or you can just like pretend the first movie just happened alright and just don't recap it for us.
Yeah,
And
because it
that,
really wasn't important information for the plot.
yeah, that's just like, and basically it. And it's like, and then the little kid was like, oh, why don't you just tell Maui to go? And that, and then Moana was like, it's like doing demigod stuff. That's why she can't like do anything, which is not fucking true, you dipshit.
Well, he was doing demigod stuff, so it is true.
But I was like, because this movie takes place 3 years after the first film, and then we after the film, because there's like short clips. Okay, so if you don't know that there's actually short films for Moana after this, and we see him hanging out with Maui all the time. Jesus.
I guess those are not canon anymore.
Yeah, those are definitely not canon anymore. Duh. We just have to retcon everything out of existence. What does this movie hate? What does this franchise hate me? We, uh, Moana Moana shorts. Moana gone fishing. This is literally a film.
You said Moana's what?
That's a, okay. So if people don't know, there's a short called Moana Gone Fishing, which she
Okay.
gone fishing with Maui.
Oh yeah. You were just talking about that. Yeah.
So no, I'm not making that up. That they actually hang out all the time instead of just demigodding. But if I'm being honest, the reason that she doesn't leave that long is because she just decided to do it herself instead of just send a bunch of people with her.
Yeah, because her people have been trapped on that island for centuries. She wanted them to finally get out and start doing stuff.
Oh, 3 years and then they expand to other territories. I love you guys. You guys are great. Fuck, fuck you. Even though the first movie literally showed that they expand to other territories. Fuck you guys. And then we cut to Maui, and he's in this place. It's like clouds, and she just gone in there and she, you know, find stuff. And then we got like a girl from like this bad girl, just like, oh, you caused my boss so much terror, so much trouble, and she just whispered in her
Well, the
ears, and
Batgirl.
yeah, the bad girl, and then I was like, oh, you and your humans are just like causing my boss so much trouble. I was like, what does that mean? Uh, uh
Well,
okay, because
yeah,
this
we
movie,
haven't. They didn't explain what the issue was yet.
yeah, because it's like it causes a lot of trouble. Because like the first one was started because Maui causes his trouble for stealing the heart. Basically, the entire film is him fixing his mistake.
Yeah, and him not understanding that he made a mistake. You know, like, and
Mm,
then finally learning that he did and doing the right thing.
yeah. So this bad girl said, if you try to reconnect the people of the ocean, he will destroy you. What? Why? So if Moana just reconnect everyone she knows from the sea, like his ancestors, he would destroy people. Why is that a thing? How does that work?
We'll we'll find out in the third movie.
Yeah, sure. Movie. Fuck you.
Waiting for the sequel.
Yeah, wait for a few. And then we just got the Maui versus the Bat Lady fight.
Yeah, it wasn't even really a fight though. Like, she tried to do anything to the Bat Lady, but she just overpowered her in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's the thing now. So there's barely a fight scene, and the Bat Lady said, "Oh, you made her away now." After Maui said Moana has nothing to do with it, it's like you made her away now. It's like, why are you obsessing with Moana? I don't get it.
She's the
Why
chosen one.
she's a chosen? How does so you want to kill her because you caused so much trouble? She's a chosen one and shit. I was like, chosen one doesn't mean shit. It's like, yeah, she can talk to the ocean. Ocean is connected to her. I was like, but like, why does it matter to Nola? Why is the event of the first movie matter to him?
We told you, third movie. That's when we'll find out.
I can tell you that they didn't elaborate upon after this point. Jesus.
You think they're just gonna drop it?
They absolutely, yeah, I think they will absolutely drop everything. And yeah, Maui just fight the Bat Lady and he lost badly.
Yeah,
And then we got a dance sequence.
of course. You needed a dance sequence.
Uh, oh well.
Singing and dancing.
Singing, dancing, and then we just gotta do some rituals. And then it's like, would you hope honors us tonight by accepting this title? But because title of like what Wayfinder? I
Yeah,
mean, I,
that's the
I
title.
thought I was like I thought she already accepted the title at like at the end of the first movie.
No, no, the title wasn't Wayfinder. I don't. It was a Hawaiian word. I don't know how to say it. Um, but it was something greater than a Wayfinder. It's something that's going to guide their people to something more. But that got interrupted, right? Before
Yeah,
she could get the title.
yeah, it's like toe tie something. Like, what's a toe tie?
Yeah,
Toe tie?
not
So
not sure what how to translate that word.
yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's so yeah, that's a thing. So I just assume that that's a made up word. Like, and this is like the first. She's like the first toe tie in 1,000 years. I literally have to because like the first movie, it literally have the ending that destroy your concept of that. So yeah, let's go along. I show us all how far we'll go. Yeah, I remember the song of the first movie, How Far I Go.
Yeah, that was one of the big songs from the first movie.
Yeah, I just want to listen to that song again instead of any of the songs of this movie. Uh, yeah, that's the thing. And then we just got this vision that we drinks from the ancestors.
Yes.
It's like,
Was
and then
that
this,
at when she got hit by the lightning?
yeah, that's the one to just connect the past and just like she just drinks this and just make the ancestors continue guide us, and a fucking lightning just shoots at her bow. What? What the fuck? What is that a thing?
It was so random.
It's like, yeah, and this is like just a cool transition to a vision. But like, it's lucky that lightning just didn't kill her because do you know how powerful lightning is? And she literally strike the bow, and she's holding the bow. I mean, oof.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was trying to figure out how they were going to tie all that together, but they just said it. They chalked it up to the ancestors. You know what I mean?
Ancestors magic power that is not even in the first movie. If you can summon fucking lightning from the sky, the ancestors powers. Uh, but I know the grandma Force Ghost is a thing in the first film, but it's like she never summoned lightning. Because holy shit, if the Force, because it's like the Last Jedi, if the Force Ghost can just summon lightning, do you know how powerful they are? They can literally just help Moana in the first film.
The rules and regulations, so the magic in this franchise, I'm very curious about because sometimes things can do things and sometimes they can't, and it was just really weird.
And yeah. And then we just got a flashback that Moana is on a ship with the first ancestors who's going to the island.
Yeah.
And so they because of the island under the stars, that is I don't know why they want to go to an island that's covered by a cloud and there's literally lightning inside. Instead of just turning around, she just decided just sail there.
She's the hero. She got to do it.
Oh, not her. The ancestors. That's like the
Oh, the
flashback.
original ancestors.
Yeah, because it's under the stars. I was like, dude, this is literally it. This place is covered by a fucking clouds and thunderstorms. I was like, why would you even bother to go there? Just go. Are you not even sure? Is that even an island there?
They're real sailors, man. You can't be scared of some thunderclouds. That's a real sailor.
I mean, I guess they predicted there's an island, but it's like, what? Yeah, sure. So that's the first flashback, and then she just sees this well in space. That's literally That's literally just visual magic. That tells us nothing. And so yeah, she just goes to this place, and she met one of the ancestors. And
Yep.
okay, this is how the ghost tells her, "This is your future if you cannot find others. Everyone dies."
Yeah. That was a cool scene.
Let's see. In isolation, this is how your story ends. And she was like, "I don't understand." Of course, even I don't understand. So this this Force Ghost said, returning to Hichi's heart was the beginning. By the way, the heart is like, it's only because Maui stole it. That has nothing to
Yeah.
do with other things. Like the movie, it's like the second movie forgot the first movie is started because Maui stole the heart, which is like the
Yeah.
thing that hinges the entire film. And they're like, oh, actually, this is connected to the other gods who got to destroy the fucking ocean. What the fuck?
Well, that's not bad to tie in the first plot into to the plot here.
Well, no, it's actually quite contrived because I don't get how Maui's stealing the heart. It's like the beginning, and then you have to brave the storm, or else the whole world died. When in the first movie, after returning the hearts, like life started to grow, and there's no more evil now. So they basically just pull this new evil out of nowhere. Okay, you have to find you. So the ancestor said to you must brave the storm, reconnect our people, find Mufuch. Okay, I'm not gonna pronounce the name. Find this place,
Yeah.
Musufasu. And then Moana's like, I don't know how to reach it. And then the fucking ancestor said, a fire will guide you. What? Okay. I mean, yeah, a fire in the sky will guide you.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't even. And she was like, I don't even know how far it is. And the ancestor is like, farther than I was able to go. Reconnect us all, or else everyone will fucking die or something. I that is so fake. If you forgot the first movie, in the first movie, it's like the plants are destroyed because it's like the god. Okay, I forgot the name of that god for some reason. Uh,
It was basically like an earth god that was giving life to the sea and the land and fruitful for the people.
yeah. So that
They took the heart, so it wasn't doing it anymore. So it needed the heart back.
so that god is like, oh, I mean, because took away the heart, she becomes a fire monster, and lives started to destroyed. That's how it happened. And it's like it's slowly destroyed, by the way, because it took the fucking place 1,000 years. Because Maui stole it like 1,000 years ago, and still took 1,000 years for things to like get way worse and worse. Um, so for this movie, you're just like, oh, but this god can just do it like really quickly. It was like, what? Not really quickly. It started like 1,000 years ago as well. But because this god is not even doing anything, so I just have a question. Oh, that what is the god even doing? If she wants to destroy everyone, it's like the god is really making no progress. This new god Nola in this film.
Yeah. It's like, what was he doing this whole time?
I don't know. She just wants to connect people, destroy people. Because like this, if skip ahead in the end credit scene, he has like a Thanos moment. It's like, oh yeah, let's do it. Let's kill everyone. Oh Jesus! It's like, and then she was like, and then we just cut back to real time where the lightning literally blow up in front of her face, and and she just wake up and it's like, oh, I have to find the island I have to find is Muchifasu. So here's my question: why didn't the Force Ghost just be a Force Ghost and just like, here, I'm the ancestor here, I appear here. Let's just, instead of just summoning a fucking lightning, just shoot her.
That's a very good question. I don't know why it could have just appeared to talk to her instead of trying to almost kill her.
It's not like they can't just do it. In this same movie, Grandma as a ghost appear again.
Yep.
So yeah, that could absolutely do that. And she was even more hilarious. So after this, they got like they just that guy, that fan fiction guy, just like, oh, I did some research and I found this place. What this is Mushufasu, a nation island where the channels of ocean once came all together. What does that mean? I have no idea. Connecting the people of the entire sea until it was lost, cursed. What? An island connecting everyone in the sea?
It was like a central port for everybody to meet and connect. It was a hangout spot.
That was like, what the fuck? Do you know how big an Earth is? It's like,
Well, is this show on Earth? I don't know.
Yeah, it is on Earth. Of course, it's on Earth. It's like they're
How do you
using
know that?
they're literally using mythology from Earth.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, yeah, that means everything. And connect the entire sea. And they literally mentioned the sun, sky. I was like, how am I supposed to take anything seriously? I was like, this movie is literally just takes place at the place that they literally reference like Earth stuff. There's like a lot of human references. I was like, so there's an island just connects everyone together, just like a central point until the entire sea, connecting the people of the entire sea until it was lost curse. Because in a terrible storm of a power hungry god Nola, Noble out. He believed he would be stronger by separating the people of the ocean to weaken us. To end our story. So this guy can just create storms. So why don't you just create storms, just kill everyone on that island? To just every island.
Maybe he still needs people around, but doesn't want them to form together and not need him. That's a possibility.
It's like a power. I don't get this guy's motivation. He'll be strong by just making the people hate him. We can. By the way, the gods. Okay, if you forgot the first movie, it's like the gods are basically worshipped by everyone.
Yeah.
So it was like doing that, you're just gonna make people not worship you. So all you have to do is just do nothing, and you will be even stronger. Why do you believe destroying the central point of the made up island that doesn't even make any sense anyway will connect everyone? Will make you more powerful.
Maybe there was something happening that we don't know yet that will be explained in part 3.
I will kill you. Fuck this. Fuck this thing.
It all lies in part 3.
This is like, okay, fuck it. If this guy just want to kill everyone, why don't you just kill everyone already? This guy, he literally said he has the power to create a storm to connect everyone in the ocean. Just create storm in every fucking island in the world, and you just kill everyone. This is lifting stuff from the first movie without understanding how it works. Our ancestor believed reaching Muchufasu would break Nalo's curse. How does that work? I have no idea. And then somehow it actually works. That's the only way to bring our people together again. So yeah, that's the premise.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have added a little bit more to figure, because obviously, like you said, them praising the gods is what gives them strength. That was what Maui was talking about in the first film, but he's trying to keep them separated in this film. But are they still praising the gods? That's the question.
Yeah, that's
Seems
like
like they're still. It seems like they're still into the gods, despite what he's doing.
yeah. God, this is so convincing. This is so confusing. Remember in the first film, so Moana, the entire reason that it works because Maori stole the person's heart, so you have to go get the heart back, so the entire
Yeah.
island will be so everyone will be safe, which just makes sense. And this movie said touching the island would just make the island come back again. Uh, uh,
Yeah, that was really simple compared to the first one.
how does that work? I remember in the later of the movie, it's like the god just sinks the island. Why don't you just summon a bunch of lightning, just destroy it to pieces? You have 1,000 years to do that.
You did.
Yeah, yeah, it's sad because the movie said that that's like 1,000 years ago. So this god can literally just summon a bunch of lightning stuff for 1,000 years to destroy the atom. Instead of just preventing a bunch of you just touch it again. This is why the fuck did I even watch this film?
Good question. Why did you go watch this kid film? Did you
Uh,
watch it by yourself?
yeah. Oh God. I only did
How
that
was
to.
the how was the theater experience? Like, who was there? Were there a bunch of kids?
Not really. I don't think a lot of people because I'm currently in like a university right now, so there's not a lot of people here.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that they go out and there's literally the fire in the sky that the ghost talked about. Uh, just appearing right after that.
Yeah, wasn't it the stars that they were following turned into the fire in the sky?
Yeah, I was like, did the ancestors do that? Or did just like a huge coincidence?
Probably just coincidence.
Oh, that's a major coincidence. That's Moana came back this exact time after finding that stupid bow. And after calling the ancestors, it just happens right there. Great, awesome. And they treat this as like once in a lifetime event, so oof.
It only can happen for the chosen one.
It happens. And then everyone's like, oh, I'm sad. We'll never see her again. It's a call from ancestors. I was like, oh, if only you guys just go with her. That would be good. Like the in the first
But they
movie's
said
ending.
that it was a dangerous journey that she could get killed on. If everyone goes, then now everyone's in danger.
I was like, I mean, that's remember Moana just hires a fucking elderly once he retired. So this guy, so it's clear that they could just send like a lot more competent people with her.
Hey, he was the best person to grow them food on the journey. Even though I didn't see them eat any food on the journey, so they didn't really show why he was needed. But the point is, he was the person that could grow food for them.
I was that was like the dumbest hand picking option ever. So okay, here's the thing I like. It's like Moana just like, oh, see that his like sister is sad that she's gonna have to go again after right that. It's like it's so
Mhm.
far. What if? I know. It's a tough time now, Moana. So the conflict for her this movie is like, oh, I miss my family.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
mean, which is like the part, which is like the arc of the first film. The struggle of her not going to the other places because she cares too much of this island. I was like, it's literally in the song "How Far I Go." Did they not hear "How Far I Go" again? See the line? Okay, I just gotta read some lyrics. Oh, jeez, I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride. I can make it strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along. But the first inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? I wish I could be the perfect daughter. So yeah, she cares about she because the first movie she just cares about everyone on this island, just like oh she missed them if she goes. I was like they're just redoing the arc of the first film, so fun. I'm happy. I mean it's not like I
Well,
mean it's good. I
in the
mean
first film, she did want to go to the sea. Like that was a major aspect of it. Her wanting to go to the sea. And in this one, she was kind of scared to go because it might be a near death experience, and she would lose her family that she's built more over the years. Because years have passed. She has a little sister now. Changes things.
which is I mean as I can see that it's fine. I don't think it's like regression. I think it's fine. I just don't think it's like really that really hold that much weight. Especially we don't really spend as much time to develop this conflict. Because the
I can
first
agree with that.
yeah, because the first movie takes a long time to establish that.
Yeah. And this movie didn't take as much time.
So yeah, just like oh, I mean, so that's the thing. And yeah, that's the thing. And then we just got this conflict of how far I go, and just have Moana, and she just see a bunch of ghost ship. Like I'm serious. There's the ancestor just that becomes a ghost and just sell as a ghost ship. What the fuck? Okay, I think the ancestor can just lead her with a fucking ghost down fire in the sky bullshit at this point.
It has to be. It has to be the sea and the ancestors and everybody helping her.
Yeah.
Why?
So
We don't know, but
we
it's
don't
happening.
know. If that's the case, well, you don't even need a fucking fire in the sky. Just have a ghost ship with him.
But
This
does
is
the ghost ship
amazing,
know
guys.
where the island is?
Oh yeah, they do because in the flashback they show that the ghost ship, the ancestors knows where the island is.
The island's at, yeah, that is
Oh,
true.
oof.
That is true.
This movie is like people say this is harmless. I was like, yeah, if you try to bring it off like 1,000 times over, I'm gonna believe you.
Well, remember one thing, like we are criticizing piece by piece of the film. You got to make you go. I don't know how old you are, but this is not made for people our age. It's not. It's a kids movie. If you watch a lot of the kids movies we watched when we were younger, you can pick apart a lot of the stuff that happened in there and make the movie worse.
Oh, that's what I think so. Until I just grow up and it's like I just realized I love my favorite kids movie are really airtight, like The Incredibles, Toy Story, and like The Iron Giants. And now I just struggle to enjoy movies that I used to like because it's like full of flaws. But even if the ones I like are just like, oh, I still criticize it because I don't. I think the kids deserve better than this.
Not everything has to be deep, you know. Sometimes kids just want to go look at bright colors and laugh, man. There's nothing
Uh,
wrong with that.
I get it, but
I love the
at the
Iron
same time, it's
Giant.
like,
I love the Iron Giant, but I don't want every movie to be like the Iron Giant.
yeah. Oh
That's
well.
why I love the Wild Robot. It reminded me of Iron Giant.
I mean, I think a lot of Ghibli films are made for kids, but at the same time, adults can really appreciate, how it works. Not just like Great for the Fireflies, even just like My Neighbor Toro. I was like when Maureen was there. Those movies like amazing, but at the same time, it's not.
Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, they're like amazing, but at the same time, you just so airtight that even kids and adults can enjoy it, and they're like lacking flaws. They almost lack flaws. So it's like you can make a kids movie good, and kids will still appreciate the good, appreciate like how what makes, and because kids was like are in this age, kids are just still understanding like okay, what makes a movie good, what makes it bad, and if you just blur the line like this, they're never gonna understand. Oh, this is a good movie. You're just gonna assume that the
Well,
emoji movie is as good as Wall-E, Ratatouille, or
it's
Toy
good and
Story.
bad is subjective. Just because what you think is good and what I think is good is going to be different from what other people think is good. So, like, there's no objectiveness in film, you know. So I think Moana is solid despite the flaws. You think it sucks, but there's a bunch of kids that love it.
I mean,
You know.
the first movie is solid. I just think that the second movie is not.
Well, it's definitely not nowhere as solid as the first one. It's very shaky ground.
Yeah, and then we just yeah because okay, here's a force goal scene. So it's like oh, remember the force goal? Just tell basically the force goal just tell him, oh, I can't see where the story leads to, but you have to go because this is bigger than you. Lol. And I was like, okay, that's just nostalgia bait again. So yeah, and then Moana was like, yeah, next day I will sail the ocean to just reconnect to the people of the entire ocean. Then I will return home. Nice. I have no idea why is this so urgent, but sure. I mean, I guess. And then she just goes back to the location. She put the shell in and followed the fire in the sky. And then her mom was like, "You need a crew." And then so this dumbass Moana decided to pick like this irresponsible kid who just want to make a mess of everything. Who literally destroyed a toy boat for. I was like, and I was like, why would you choose her? Why would you pick her? Remember, you're literally
She
going.
knew how to make things better.
Yeah, but destroying things. Oh, my question is, why don't you just find competent people to help her? Why do you
Look,
find
she
the
got the
kid?
job done. She got the job done. That's what matters.
Well, that's like a dumbest. I don't even know what she did this entire movie. That's a thing. I was like, oh, there's so much people in this island. She just handpicked this girl who doesn't, and then she
The
handpicked this.
the girl with the hammer and stuff like did stuff throughout the movie.
What did she do?
She fixed the boat when it crashed.
Everyone fixed the point.
She,
Crash.
yeah, okay, but she was a part of fixing the boat.
I mean,
When they were being under attack, she changed the sail. She did stuff in the movie.
she
Stuff
did.
that Moana. The whole point is that she was able to do stuff that Moana couldn't. That was the whole point of everybody, except
Uh,
the story guy. Well, no, the story guy, he read the hieroglyph stuff, so he was there for a reason. Because Moana can't do that.
okay, that's no. That's I don't even know how does she know how to fix stuff. That's the entire thing about her. Because I have so much problem with that, and that's the first person she hired, and then the second person she hired is like an old guy who likes to plan stuff, and so Moana hires him after she is like, "Oh, I need someone old, a master." It's like you're the master. I was like, "Why him? Why do you even need the old guy?"
For food.
Food. Okay, that never provides to her at the entire movie.
Yeah, they didn't waste time watching us having them watch them eat.
But yeah,
But
so
we know they did.
yeah, I guess if only that was like used in the movie, or they just cut down because they come from a show to a movie. Should I just?
That was definitely an episode.
They should just. Oh my god! And then the third guy is like a painting, the fan fiction guy. Why will you choose him? I mean, she was like, oh, I mean, I guess she's like strong and has great hair, so I guess. And then it's
He
like,
reminded her of Maui, even though he was not like him at all.
I guess. Jesus. And then, fucking, this is and that's it. That's the crew. That's like the most dangerous mission ever, and everyone's on board, unlike the first film. And this is like the fucking crew. Even though there's like so much people in the last scene of the final movie that can do the job better than her, than those people. And oh well. So yeah. And then the next thing is Moana just sees that her sister here, which is fine. I don't mind her sister, and just like, oh, she's sad. And Moana is like, oh, don't worry about it. I will come back. Even I will come back. The ocean is my friend, our friend. She will protect me. I actually kind of like this.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
Everything with the sister was nice.
it is. And I was like, oh, just give her the shell and stuff. Nice. And then yeah, and then just have a big ceremony of like Moana just goes to the boat and just sail away with her incompetent crew and follow the meteor that is still striking through the sky. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
that thing was dropping for a long time.
The slowest meteor ever. And then we got
Guinness World Records of meteor slows.
yep, and then we got the next scene, Moana Maui tied onto a rope, so basically he just lost to the bad girl.
Yeah.
And so
She
he
said
just
that she was gonna win before they started fighting. So, you know.
So yeah, I wish I could see the fights, but oh well. I think, but that might be cut down from the show.
Probably.
Mm. And so
It was
this,
weird that we didn't get to see that fight.
oh well. And then this guy just decided to just hook Maui with his Hulk. Sure, why not? And then Maui is like, "Hey, fish, come help me." And then we just got a bunch of like glove shadow scenes, I guess. And it's like,
Yeah, I wasn't sure what the heck that was spraying out.
no, it's just shit. I guess I don't need her to. And I was like, Mom was like, I don't need her to save me. I was like, I don't. What do you even expect her to save me here? I mean, I guess the gods want her to be here. Fuck yeah, I don't even know what the gods' plan is. The entire thing started because Moana just stumbled across a bow on the island.
Yep.
And so it's like, why would you expect? What did the god even want her? How did God even bring her here? Her being here is a fucking contrivance, and I was like, it just somehow got in your way, you fucking stupid gods.
Look, you say that, but it worked out.
It worked, yeah. It's like I can just find a fucking lottery ticket that would make me a billionaire on the streets. That worked out.
It-
I wish that happened in my life.
You're not the chosen one with God's behind you,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I'm sad. That makes me feel less special. Why am I even relating to Moana if she's just the bestest ever?
Because she never gives up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, so sad. And then I was like, aren't you just having, and then we just got this really stupid explanation. And then we got the bad girl, just like, oh, she's just sitting on the home. I will let you out, but I'm really hoping to meet your little friend. And
Yeah.
then just like, enjoy your
She has
lunch.
ulterior motives.
Yeah, that's a motive. I don't even know what is that scene for. Just to throw shit at Maui, I guess. And then cut to the next scene where Moana just decide to sailing around and this girl with Lupe just trying to wreck the ship. And just making it worse for some reason. This is like the best crew she can come up with on an island with like hundreds of people. Fucking hell. Yeah, and then we just got, and yeah, that's it. And then just like, oh, and then Moana just like, oh, we just have to come here to break the curse and find our friends, yo, and we'd be happy. They have a song and that's about it. I mean, it's fine. I don't really have much to say about it.
It was a solid song.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. And then they that's weird. And then afterwards they just uh stumble across those coconut people. Coconut people. What's it called again?
Yeah. I like the coconut people. I forgot what their
Yeah.
name.
The Kakonos. Okay, I need to go back to the scene here. Kakamora.
Yep.
Right, remember the first film, and then we just, oh god, and they just find out, oh, bunch of pirates, run! And then, wow, out of sheer coincidences, they found the island thing, the mouth of the giant well.
Yes. Was it a whale? It was some weird concoction.
I I don't know what is that well. Is that an island weird? Is that the fish
It,
that sinks the island? I think is that,
it was nasty.
yeah. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't even know how to describe because this part of the movie completely lost me.
That's where you tapped out.
Uh, I tapped out because I was so confused. What is that giant fish? Right? It's the implication that it's like the the fish is like another realm and it eats the other realm. So she just do that. I guess maybe. Fuck do I know? This yes, and yeah, that's a thing. Uh, uh, which is
I
this
like
is
that
like my,
scene though. It was fun. It was fun.
I don't find it fun. So
You didn't
so
find
because
it
they're
fun.
just the trap between them, those people throw darts and then just fuck it. I will talk about this movie. So in the first movie, those coconut people are like evil power who just steal the hearts because of course they do. And then because they're pirates, you know. And then this movie it turns out they just want to go home.
Yeah, they're not evil people. Just
how the
misunderstood.
Yeah, sure. It's like the movie just flip a switch and they're not evil anymore. I do you remember the first movie, the Kakamora?
Yeah,
I was like that. I was
they
like,
weren't necessarily evil. They were just pirates, and they didn't talk, so we didn't know why they were doing what they were doing.
yeah, but it's like in the first film, we really got dialogues like from Maui. It's like, oh fuck, get away from them. Those are evil pirates, and you shouldn't go there. It's like this 1,000-year god who understands the coconut language, not doing that. Like figures them as people who do savage stuff. Okay, I need to pull up the script of that movie because holy shit. So yeah. Okay, so this Kakamora, because they have to pull from the first movie. Okay, actually the first question is, how the fuck did the Kokomoa find them again? You know. Oh,
Did they
okay, let's
find them
just
or did they just run into them? I feel
run
like they
into
just ran
them.
into them. It was
They
just
just run into
coincidence,
them.
as you would say.
It's a big coincidence.
Contrivance, as you say.
Do you know what's even bigger contrivance? They literally have the same motive. They just want to go home. They want to find the island, and they also want to find the island.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the odds of that shit? They just stumble across the people. Come over, just stumble across the people that they need that aligns with their motive and just needs help with, just to push the plot forward. Basically, just member berries.
Definitely some member berries. But it was a cool sequence.
Uh, I just okay. Okay, because for the sake of it, I'll just tell you that it's like so in the first film they're established to be people who are just pirates, and you want me to believe that they decided not to do anything. I was like, no, they just decided to just become good guys here. And to just read the maps. I was like, what? Because yeah, I don't even know how to describe this sequence. It's like random shit happened. It's like I just don't believe that those pirates just the entire time just try to kidnap them to just translate the map. When in the first movie in Maui, it just thinks that they are bad guys, and Maui is like thousands of years old.
Yeah, but Bowie also wasn't a genius.
But he knows how to speak that language.
Yeah, but it
I
doesn't
just
seem like
remember.
Maui's the type of person to speak to them and keep it cordial.
Uh, I mean, if a guy who reads fan fiction can just understands them, how did
I
how
feel
did
like you're
Maui not understand?
simplifying it to just fan fiction.
No,
He can
okay.
read the languages, though. He can read the art.
I was like, if like this guy, but okay, so this guy is literally just studying languages from the gods itself. Basically, he's a fan of Maui, and then he just made a bunch of fan fiction of him. So, by that logic, it's like he should know the language. Maui should know the language of these people. And the entire time, he just wants to go home. I was like, Maui should know that language then. And then we got this, uh, oh well, slimy sequence because those are just good guy now. So yeah, okay. And they have to clear the poison. So they have this like what clownfish, bobfish. What's this fish called? A slime
I,
fish?
I don't I don't even know the slime fish thing. The things that were trying Maui was trying to use to help him.
The coconut people just like they have to clear the poison from the coconut, the kakamora. So it decided to just is because I refuse to not believe this is not someone's fantasy, like sexual fantasy.
What?
Okay, so it's like the way that they cleared the poison is by having this bobfish just climbing around Moana and just to clear the
Oh
poison.
yeah,
That
over
adds
top of them.
nothing. That adds nothing. And for me, the entire thing just reads as he just wants to do that to clear the poison, and then the and then the Kakamora just makes the thing sneeze to just have the nose boogie have so that they will have boogies. So to use the boogies to just kill the fish. Okay, this has to be someone's fantasy. You can write anything, and this is how they came up with.
Let's not make this kids movie weird.
I would. To be honest, if I was a kid, I would be like, "What the fuck? What? This is gross, man."
There's some weirder stuff in kids movies than this I've seen, so
Yeah, I guess.
it's not that bad.
I mean,
I've seen worse.
this is not a problem in this film. So, but the entire time was like, well, that is weird. And then we got like this coconut people handing Moana the staff, but somehow the coconut is like stronger than Moana. Even though Moana can just or love them at once, but fuck it. So uh, so they just throw it to this giant sea. And it took because they lost all three of them, so that it took one of the Kakamoa to just aim it and just throws it to this giant fish. Yeah, that's hey, that's cool. If only I wish they actually do more. And so the Kakamoa just like have to sacrifice himself and just leave his people, which is to just save the other race of people. And that moment literally just make the Kakamora more useful than the other three people Moana brought to.
He was awesome. I liked it. I like that. I like that character. He was just down with it.
Yeah. Because and then that's halfway through the movie, right? And because they need to put comedy, they have the Bob Fish just cried, just cry. I was watching this movie, I was like, wow, total whiplash. Jesus. And then we're supposed to laugh.
Well,
By the way,
the movie was pretty lighthearted throughout.
it's like there's just a balance and tone when it's like you don't expect like a character like Tony's. Okay, let's just make it a bit clear. What's the death of the death of the Iron Giant? And then just like I put a fucking joke right after that, or like in Toy Story, when Jesse's backstory is like tragic, and then you're just like, oh, now let's put a joke afterwards.
I don't think this scene was on the level of those though.
No, it's not. But it's just tonal whiplash when I saw this. But yeah, it's like mine not as big of a problem. It's still yeah. And then we just compared to this one. So they the the boats gone through this. What's it called? What do you call like a tsunami underwater?
A tsunami underwater? I don't even know. Is there a name for that?
Yeah, it's like actually a common thing in real life. What's it called?
Oh, oh, tsunami. Why? Nah, you said that. I'm trying to think. Not a vortex, right? Underwater.
Oh yeah, vortex. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the entire ship just crashed into vortex, and it's so perfectly split up Moana and the other gang.
The
By the
rest
way,
of the crew.
yeah. So, and then all of them just land face first into the and all of them just fall like hundreds of feet. By the way, and they're all fine. Don't worry about it.
No scratches.
No scratches. Not even the boat is destroyed. Wow, that was like how does that work? I have no idea. And so they
Cartoon magic.
What? Yeah, fuck it. Let's just have this movie do something like this. They're stupid. And yeah, so we follow the other people, the three people gang first, because in a good movie, do you actually use this time to explore those three characters and how will they do without Moana?
Yeah.
Because this movie doesn't have that, so they just did nothing. They just walked around until Maui showed up. and any action they can do is done by the Kakamora. Like there's a
Yeah,
teacher.
honestly, I thought that scene was gonna be them fighting their way to get to Moana.
No, instead of that, they after Kakamora shoot like a dart in it, it just started to spill acid that burns the ground. By the way, the acid actually covers the all three of them. So why didn't they? If that burns the ground, why didn't it burn through those people? I what the fuck? Uh, uh,
Oh man.
even they even call this acid. So I'm not even making that up, and it just burns the ground so perfectly that tons of boulders just destroy and they land face first again. And then Maui's just here. Like wow, coincidence.
Made by the gods.
God, God, forgive me. And now they're like, and then Maui is like, oh, and then they just find it because I think this should be like an episode of the TV show for some reason.
Yeah. It's probably where they explore this and try to figure a way to get out.
Yeah, but no, but because they made it into a movie, so they're like, oh, let's just co if they find Maui by coincidence. Uh yeah, so they just found Maui and then they're like, and then Maui just try to escape this place because those three people are like insensitive morons. Instead of just trying to help Maui get out of this stranglehold, they decide to just surround him and just fanboy over him.
Hmm.
Because that's how people act. If someone, if a fan, if especially one of them is a fan, instead of just helping him, and you guys know that this person's a good guy, instead of just helping him to just get out of it, just like yeah, let's stand around, have him bum fuck about it. And so he just, to be fair, Maui, I'll give credit. This is exactly how I would expect Maui to act.
Yeah, he was on brand the whole movie.
Sure, it's like the best part.
There's a lot of more energy injected once his character was there full time.
Sure. It's like, oh damn it, God. And it's like, and they just roll to get him up, and then that's the old that. By the way, I don't know how did they manage to just do that, to just strangle him with like just ropes and like claws, like bones. Because if you remember the first movie, even without like the Hulk, this Maui is like strong enough to just push boulders with one hand, just lift with both with one hand.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have no idea how does this thing even hold Maui.
Maybe it's magical.
Okay, this is clearly not magical. It's like it's literally tied up by ropes. I literally just zoom into it.
What does
It's like,
that mean? Just because you zoomed in, that doesn't mean it's not magical.
I mean, if it's magical, they will have like special effects, like the end, like how all the magic scene in this movie work. But no, it's like tied up by regular stuff, and
Just
so
regular ropes.
yeah, it's just regular stuff, and yeah, Maui just like, oh, I'm dead. Be right back, and don't stay alive. Talk to no one. If you see anything crazy like a bad lady, run. She's the worst. Stay away, you will die. Be good. I mean, if I was Maui, I'll probably just have them. I'll probably just help them first instead of just like, hey, stay here, don't die. Because it's like, I guess. I mean,
Maui cares about Moana, not anybody else.
if I was him, I would be like, yeah, just come with me because I have my powers back. I can protect you with my super awesome big Hulk. So you'll be safer that way instead of fighting another monster made by Nola.
But he didn't know who they were until he saw the chicken.
Yeah, but like, I don't believe a second he would just left innocent like people to just stay here and just die. That's my problem. Just
He left
regardless of
like 4 times in the first movie.
Oh, that's like the character develop. That's the first. Okay, this is what character development means. After the first film, he just becomes like a lot more caring about other people. So yeah, I was like, I can believe that he would not do that. Who would do that if like before the first movie ended? But after the first movie, I don't believe that he would be like, yeah, let's stay here, die.
If
The
if
reason the
Maui
movie.
stayed on the island between the first movie and the second movie and got to know these people, I would understand that. But since he was just out doing demigod stuff by himself, and he only met Moana and cared about Moana, I can see him only caring about Moana and still kind of being selfish.
Is to be honest, I think yeah, that's what the short film is for. Okay, so I don't know because like in the first okay at the end of the first movie, you see like Maui literally just spend time with them on the island. That's why I said that they literally retcon the ending of the first film. Like a lot of people just go around the island and Maui is literally with them. It's like the
In the
finale.
first film?
Yeah, he's like the eagle, and then he's flying with the other people on the island. And
Yeah,
she's like,
as they set off, but he wasn't like with them. He was just, saying hi to Moana. It wasn't like he was interacting with everybody.
uh, but like, but like, dude, this demigod just left people to die, and it's like, I don't care. Do they know? It's like, would you left innocent people to die in this place that you know is like basically just the equivalent of just leaving people in Resident Evil universe?
I'm not Maui, so what I wouldn't even be in the situation in the first place
Uh, Jesus.
if I had demigod powers.
If I have demigod powers, I'll probably not be a cunt about it. So, oh well. I was like, it's just not leaving people to die. It's like a really simple thing, to be honest.
But I also could see him feeling like, hey, you know, they could get in the way and get hurt while I'm fighting the bad lady. So stay right here, hide, and wait for me to come back.
Yeah, yeah, but at the same time, I think the safer solution is just like, hey, just come with me, just don't. I was like, it's not even that hard. Just like, just come with me, lol. That's it. But oh well, that's like that's a thing. And then we just cut to Moana. She has a dream about his brother padding runtime. Let's be honest, there. We already established this. And so it turns out it's a bat. And then we got this bat lady. I was like, I don't bite. Come on, help me. I was like, Maui. I was like, I'm so sad. Maui never mentioned me. Lol. To be honest, I'm gonna skip away. This seems so stupid.
Yeah, that was a very interesting comment. I was like, why would he mention you? He didn't mention any of the gods to her.
No, yeah. And then like, yeah, that's there. And then okay, this bad lady is. I was like, oh, because like she's presented to be a bad guy. The trap Maui here. And it's like, oh, actually, I'm a charged villain. Nala just cursed me to be here, so I'm gonna um sing a song to prove that I'm gonna help you to just go there. I was like, okay, if you're secretly not evil, why do you even bother to just kidnap Maui? I
For
don't
some
know.
reason, she thought kidnapping Maui would bring Moana to her, which it did.
Just like okay, that which has nothing to do with Nola and her. Absolutely insane. It's like that's she might, which is like there's nothing there's no way that. And then she's just like, oh, actually, I'm secretly not evil. And then we just got this sequence where Moana just falls like fucking concrete, falls for like hundreds of meters again because the physics doesn't exist in this universe now.
It's magic.
Yeah, sure, fuck it. Magic is just everything. Remember Law of the Rings when magic actually has rules. And so, because like the sequence, and then they just brings her to this place. Yeah, I'm here now. Just go there. I was like, I refuse to not believe this is actually an entire episode that's cut into a song.
I was just confused by her decision just to listen to her, even though she just met her.
Yeah,
That
that
was the confusing part about the whole sequence.
yeah, that's also my problem. Not only that, Badly just flip her morals, and then Moana just like, yeah, I'm gonna believe you. I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
why?
what?
This is she sings a song to you, you know, but like, if she sings a song to you, it's like, yeah, you're a good guy, lol. Of course not.
You know, he's like, you. Of course, you're not evil if you can sing.
Yeah, and then yeah, and then fucking, and then Maui just came here, and it's
Yeah, I
like,
think he burst through a wall.
yeah, he just came here by burst through a wall, and then brings up, okay, and with a boat, which by the way, the boat is like hundreds of feet up there, so I don't know how to just know to when to get here. You have to use a boat and to get to Moana. It's like the timing is like a coincidence in this entire movie. It makes the ocean feel really small. And then so because when Maui saw the person who kidnapped him, instead of try to just warn Moana, I was like, no, don't trust this bad lady. She's evil. She kidnapped me. She actually worked for Nola, which she doesn't have any reason to not believe that. By the way,
True.
I was like, he just like, hey, Moana, chill. Don't worry about this. Because I read the script. She's now a good guy. I good lord. Yeah, that's just, and then so and then it's like, and because of that, Moana just touched the thing and it just opened. So you just step on it and it just opens a portal because and she's opening. How? I was like,
That was
what?
similar to something that he did in the first movie.
I mean, it's like Moana opened the door to in like the place that Nola, who hates human by the way, by creating a door that can open by human touching it. Did I miss something?
But you gotta remember, she's the chosen one.
She's, oh my god! It's like that's gotta be a really, that's gotta justify
Because remember what
everything.
happens to the end of the movie.
She just, yeah, she gave the heart back, but it's like that's because of a heart.
No, I'm talking
Uh,
about the end of this movie.
I mean, I don't even know what is that at the end. It's like you just touch the other and it just works.
She
It's like a
became a
big.
demigod.
To be honest, if the god from the first movie doesn't even do that, I don't even know how does she become a demigod? It's like she's not a demigod now, so she just touch, and it opens up.
Her ancestors reborn her into a demigod.
What the? Jeez. Okay, that's got. Okay, we gotta have a lot to talk about after this. Yeah, good lord, we're gonna get to that part. So this portal, because it's like written by children, sucks everything inside it. It sucks the boat, and then Moana and Maui, because the the thing is gonna suck the heavier and furthest thing first instead of the things that is like closer and lighter. And I don't know why the bad lady doesn't go, and the bad lady was like, "Oh, I can't go because it's cursed to be here." Uh, good lord. Sure, why not? I was like, "Oh," and so they just fall, and they just 400, and everyone, not just Moana, just fall hundreds of feet into a boat again.
Yep.
Jesus, this sequence is like this, and it's like, oh, this is the portal of the gods. So yeah, I was like, okay, and then we got and really dumb explanation again. So Mao was like, oh, we gotta die, you gotta die. So she said Nalo didn't just hide Moscow fossil into a storm. He hid it in the monster storm, in a cursed sea you can't escape from, and then sunk into the bottom of the ocean, which means a human can't reach it.
Yeah, it's too
Like
far to reach for a normal human being.
what? So I don't know. It's like the explanation is just like, oh, I put it in the portal universe. I think this is fake because it's like
Well, yeah,
it just
it's
compares the
arrow, everything is fake.
well. So the entire thing was like, if you borrow do everything, just zap the island, just destroy it with your lightning. That's all you need to do. You dumb fuck. So unless I break the curse, you just bought one way ticket to Denver, which is why I didn't want you to come in the first place, because now you're stuck and you're gonna die. Your crew's gonna die. But it's great to see you. Hey, I kind of like this in Maui's perspective. It's just like you just know the context. You just like makes it even dumber with everything above Nalo. Uh, what a great writing, guys. Great writing. Great fucking writing. And then it just hits the other side of the ocean. And this place looks perfectly nice, and it's like, oh, there's in the
This
future.
is when they go to the other universe where the water spirit can't help them, right?
Yeah, that's the way they. So the water spirit can't help them. So he just told me to follow this dive thing. And because Nola thinks that we will mix, he's stronger by keeping people apart. It's like, and then maybe the way to break his curse is by coming together. You lift the other and I step on it. That, by the way, this is just a theory, and it's somehow true.
It worked.
It just worked. And then Maui just tells him, "I was like, yeah, the ocean can't help you now, low.
Yeah, can't
This
help
is
them there.
God, that's what a wonderfully shit movie." So yeah, and then so yeah, that's the premise of it. Just touch stuff and it just that okay. Because, and then let's see how about this curse. See, what I just uh, I hate my life.
Don't make the movie hate your life.
It's fine. And so yeah, and then we just got before we can sink in out of those. There's an action sequence. There's a snake thing,
It reminded
and
me like this snake monsters from the Hercules movie.
yeah, that's a thing. And then Maui just one shot it, and just like get to position and run. And then it's like, oh, I'm 3,000 years, and then of course Maui has confirmed that I'm 3,000 years old. And then it's like,
Just gotta let
oh,
them know.
actually I kind of like this interaction. It's like the old guy was like, I'm the elder, and it's like I'm 3,000 years old. I'm more elder than you. It's like, okay, that's actually funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
And then it's like, and then we just got a lot more, fishy, and they have to run. So Maui just fights them off as a shark. And they just leave, and one of them, and eventually Maui just like did that, and then one of the crew just almost died, and he just suddenly have a panic attack. I was like, wow, out of everything that could scare you, like entering the mouth of a giant shark, get hit like giant hundreds of feet, melt by the acid. Is now this is and those situations that you almost die, and this is the near death situation that you are in that almost killed you. Seriously, that causes you to just be afraid. And then
Oh,
this is the scene that you have to make Moana sad. It's like, oh, it's not easy here. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, she's back to square one. No water protector.
So yeah, it's like, oh, I'm sad. And then okay, and then we got like Moana. It's like another time I suppose do everything changes. I was like, the reason that everything is end, just end. And we just got a heart to heart with like Moana and Maui. And then they're
Yeah,
like, oh, I don't know. No one likes to suck at your job. To be honest, I don't think it's her sucking at her job. It's like she just put it into an impossible situation.
yeah. And it's the first time she's ever been in this situation, so it's not like she has experience.
Yeah. I was like, oh, she just brings herself for everything.
And she's also young. That's another thing. It's not like she's like an adult.
And I was like, Moana, Amawa was like, oh, I'm in love before. And then someone came along and just, she lifts me up, which is referencing the first movie. Which is, I think this is like the best reference of the first movie they ever done. And then Moana was like, I haven't done anything right yet. And since I left behind that topic, I guess, to be honest, I don't think she did, because it's weird, because this entire movie just bends around her will, and she basically did everything right.
Yeah, that was one of my major issues compared to like the first one where she made a lot of mistakes, she struggled. Felt like she was like a almost unstoppable superhero in this one up until the third act. Like
It's
we
like,
got deep into the third act.
yeah, because it's like the Marvels, which they need a sad scene, so it's like, oh, here's here's Captain Marvel being sad because she left her people to die, and then some guy was like, no, it's not your fault, lol, that's fine, and then she was like, oh, I'm happy. Okay, anyway, let's go back to the final fight. So yeah, that's the thing. And then yeah, afterwards it's like, I mean, I'm kind of fine with this scene that, they just left him in concept. I'm actually like this scene that Maui actually helped Moana this time instead of to lift her up. Like some songs is just like this, but of course there's just some lines that I was like, okay, that's kind of confusing, and it's clearly like you just want a sad scene and not that much build up, and just want her to lift him up. So yeah, I just this is not really much character growth. So oh well. And then we got uh this movie is just great. Okay, the next scene where Moana was like, "Oh, I think I asked you a lot, but like there I cannot really rough say, but I believe that we can just do this together." And I was like, "Oh, those three chuckle fucks fixed the ship that got wrecked many times already."
Great
How do you
friends.
great friends? How do you fix that in one day?
Tell
And
you,
to
the
make
fixin' lady knows how to do stuff. You kept doubting her.
okay, you need like okay, I don't even know, because like if you want to fix stuff, you need like backup materials. I think I could argue that the thing can do that, but like the fan fiction, the old guy cannot do that. The heavy guy is just heavy to lift stuff. He can just lift a lot of stuff. But like there's like pillars and other equipments are clearly snapped apart. I'm gonna be honest. This feels like there's an episode missing that is gonna focus on these three fixing the ship, but just cut it. This is what it
I'm
feels
gonna
like.
be honest with Unity. Did you really want the movie to spend time watching them build the ship?
Actually, you just have to do it in a montage.
No,
Just
no montages.
what?
We've
Actually,
seen this scene too much. It's okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine with like a montage. They can actually do a song and dance about it. It's like, oh, we just gotta work together and fix the ship together. Because like, it's like, or you can just shrug it a lot, like, or Or they could just like, oh, have this place takes place for a while, and they have to survive on this island for like several days, so they can just slowly build this ship again. That's like an episode idea, but of course they just kind of rushed it. And then we just, okay, I'm fuck it. Okay, here's the thing. And then they're like, oh, how do you fix that? And the lady was like, a little help from the ancestors, man. Uh, what? I get so I guess. Okay, I don't want to take this literally, so I just like she just bluffing. I was like, oh no, I'm just good at it. I mean, I'm actually kind of like the payoff of that Moana just like, oh, and Moana and the other three is like, oh, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna trust you now. I'm gonna be competent again. Okay, which is rushed, but at least that's something for these three characters that has done literally nothing beforehand. I wish they actually have to use their skills to do anything, but oh well. So, fine, whatever, great, fine. So, and then in the next, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't need any montage. I was good on that. I was glad that they fixed the ship after because if they would have did the whole song with Maui prepping up Moana and then did another song doing them fixing the boat, I would have pulled my hair out. Too much songs. That's all I had to add.
You don't need the song, just like a montage. But oh well, it's fine. But to be honest, it's this scene just feels like an episode being chopped into many episodes to just a few scenes. That's what it feels like.
I can see
yeah,
that.
yeah. Because I can believe that in the show, it's like they plan to have them just going to this island, hang out for a few days, and then they just destroy, and then those people just slowly build the ship back again.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yeah, they just rushed it again, and now they just feel like they did that in one day. Wow. And then so this is like the plan. They just raise the island. You all get in, and hey, you just gotta get it, and it's in the heart of Nala Storm. And then they're like, oh, let's break the curse. And then they're like, oh, they fight the evil island that's gonna summon tornadoes.
Oh my god.
And
That was
so,
like
yeah,
so 2000s. I couldn't believe that was the final boss.
yeah, that's like the Green Lantern villain, a cloud.
The Fantastic Four villain too. They turned Galactus to a cloud.
Yeah. So they go fight it. So that's the plan. Go there and left the island. Okay. Sure. I mean, I guess that's a plan. I mean, so Maui's got cut the typhoon tornadoes, even tag lightning, and there's a sequence that they gone like they are clearly being drowned by a tsunami, but they just cut away, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And because this god should be like, okay, here's the thing: this god is like can like create storms to surround island to just sink an island instead of just pinpoint all the lightning, just shoot down the ship. Just like, yeah, let's throw a bunch of typhoons around the place, just close the gap closer to them and just shoot directly to it. Because this villain is like a genius that has like 40 chess plans that somehow work for some reason, but he can't figure out to just shoot lightning directly at the ship.
Got to keep them protected.
Ugh. And so after that, we even got like the ship being able to outrun fucking lightning for some reason. But, oh well. But hey, this is their plan. So they figure out that the demigod, the god, decided to just, oh, it actually just want to attack us instead of Maui. It doesn't care about Maui. was like, why does it not care about Maui? He's like the most important person in this entire group because he can lift the island back. It feels like
Yeah,
they just
without
want to
Maui,
go.
they can't do anything.
It's like even if they somehow got there, like they have to swim like hundreds of feet to the bottom of the ocean to touch it, which is like a theory that somehow worked. So because Moana has this genius idea and it somehow is the case. Of course, Maui is not on board with this plan, but he just trusts her, so it's like sure.
Well, he
So
trusted her the first time in the last movie, and it worked out. So
it
you know,
worked out. I was like, okay. I mean, which to be honest, I believe the first one better because there's not 100 lightning. There's just one guy throwing
oh
fireball.
yeah, the final boss in the first one was way better.
No, yeah, this one is just a cloud.
Yeah,
Oh, summon more tsunamis for fuck's sake. So because of that, Maui decided to just go to there and lift the island, and none of them hit. Okay, most of them hit it, but it's like some of them almost hit it. It just hit the water near it, and the tornadoes are just gone. It's just like I mean, tornadoes technically they're just closing a gap, but the demigods in the previous scene has shown that they can just summon more tornadoes, to just hit them. Instead of doing just
yeah,
that, it decided to just let's just surround it. That would be better. And because of that, Maui decided that can just reach them, pull the island out. And Zeus just let's just and now they decided to just kill Maui. I was like, yeah, no shit. They should have just shot him already.
and that was so weird when they did that, and then the tattoos came off.
Yeah, I don't understand how does that work. Because
I
he's not
don't.
even the god that give him powers. It's like that's like the villain of the first movie.
Yeah,
Can you just erase his powers like this?
I guess if you're a god, you could just do whatever you want.
Oof, that makes him so overpowered. So yeah, he just kills Maui like this, and the Hulk is gone, and just falls in, and the ship sank. The plan failed, and so Moana was like, "Oh shit, you just have to touch the island."
Yeah, we don't have to raise it up. Well,
I
the
was
whole
like,
point of raising it up was because they can't breathe on the water for a long time.
so I guess Maui lifted far enough so to just touch it. That's the implication. I mean, because the animation didn't show that even lifted an ounce of it based on how it's portrayed. I mean, technically it did, it's just not high enough for them to just reach it.
Yeah,
It's like so they just do like diving lessons and just like let's just reach it and then touches it. By the way, Moana literally just outswim lightning. I was like, do you know how fast lightning is?
I told you she's the chosen one. She can out.
Oh, Jesus. I still can't get over the fact that one theater used an AI poster for its screening of Moana 2. And worst of all, in that poster, it looked like Moana was carrying Maui's kid.
Oh God, that whatever theater that is needs to go get shut down. That's terrible.
Jeez, yeah, that was insane. So yeah, Moana outswimming lightning touches the island, and because it's just far enough now, and it's just here because that god instead of just do anything smart, just create her typhoon right at that position or just summon tsunamis. I just did that, and it kills Moana. And so okay, and then they just back to the not Curseus. That this entire movie is so stupid. It just works. Of course, it just works. And then Maui just swims down because she's no. By the way, yeah, and just catches Moana, and the water just, you know, the ocean just give her back. Make her breathe again. I mean, I
Her
should kind of.
ancestors.
I mean, I should kind of like this at the brief moment that Maui said that Moana died, and then the ancestors come in. Did they just lift that from Rise of Skywalker?
Maybe.
No, it's like those ghosts just came in and just like, okay, I can revive you back from that. Okay, if you can revive people back from that, why aren't you guys revive back from the dead now?
That's a good question. Maybe enough of them had to die, or
It's like
maybe they weren't the chosen one, so they don't
they
get
just
that.
it's like chosen by the ocean doesn't mean that you guys superpowers you. And so those
That's
force,
exactly what it means.
jeez, not in portrayed in the first movie. And so those Asian ones, okay, not even the god from the first movie can do that. Give Moana superpowers.
Yep, she's a demigod now.
Oh, and those ancestors even just restore Maui's powers. And okay, I'm sorry, how powerful are those ghosts? If those ghosts are so powerful, why do they even need gods? If they can just make people gods, why don't you just make everyone gods? You can be a god, everyone can be a god, and you don't
Because
even
not
be a
everyone can handle the responsibility.
yeah. But at the same time, you just realize you gotta fight evil gods because no one's got kill everyone at the end of this movie. Just give everyone superpowers. I was like, you can basically save to just protect yourselves. These force ghosts can literally just teleport everywhere, and it breaks the entire film. Because now I have a question: why don't you just give them superpowers? You got superpowers. Everyone gets superpowers. And now Moana and Maui just lift the oceans together, to lift the island together.
Yep.
And yeah, it does. And now the island connect the ocean, and everyone comes back. Comes back. This has to be a joke. So, so yeah, they head to the island, and they find out there's actually people there drawn before, and it actually connects everyone. And some people immediately arrives. Like, okay, this is literally just teleportation. This is like with great power comes great responsibility. But yeah, it's just that the Moana's ancestor force goals can just give everyone superpowers, like god powers. They literally restore Maui's powers. Good lord. So it's yeah, that's the thing. How does this movie compare to the first one? This one's shit. The first one's good.
The first one's good. This one's okay.
Uh, it's like I don't even know. It's like I got a laundry list of problems of this movie.
I see.
The first one
It
was
literally
my
give you so many issues. You sighed so many times talking about this movie. So funny.
yeah. I was like the first one was my one of my favorite Disney movies. I can see that. I mean, it's not my favorite because like in the Disney Renaissance era, there's like a lot of good ones to pick from. To just pick from. I don't think it's like my top 10, but you know, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's solid. It's not one of my favorite Disney movies. There's a lot of other movies that's come from Disney recently that I like more than Moana.
I mean, I was
Like
yeah,
like
yeah,
Raya and the Last Dragon. I like that. I prefer that movie over that.
right. Uh, I mean, it's like Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, what's it called, Aladdin. Even Wreck-It Ralph, I like it more than Moana. Uh, yeah. So basically, yeah, that's a, and that's the ending. It just teleports this, and this is how we got here now. So the island just teleports people, I guess.
And it connects everyone together again.
It's like
It's
there's
so
only
sweet.
I. At this point, I can only say fuck it. Let's just assume that it works out. So yeah, it just works out, and everyone just teleports back. And yeah, apparently no one knows Maui's existence after based on reaction of the people for some reason. Like I would expect Maui just introduce themselves to them after the first film, but Oh well.
Yeah, he didn't go on the island and talk to anybody.
I'm actually confused. Why didn't he do that? So, because and then so Maui just like here, everyone's back with the magical island transportation. This has to be. So yeah, okay. This is the ending. I don't really have much to say. It's like it's fine. They just reunite together, and everyone uses the magical island teleporting system, which I'm sure they will remember in the first movie.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, to just do that. This used to be standard for quality. Yeah, used to be. But now, after this island technology, you can just teleport anywhere now. You don't even need to travel that much. So yeah, they gotta have a ritual. Everyone's happy, and we just do the ending of the first movie again, but worse, with less build up. And that's the film. So far, are you looking forward to the live action movie?
No, no, I'm not.
No,
I I wasn't a big fan of. I got liked the first movie, but I didn't like it enough to watch a live action movie. The only live action thing that they're doing that I'm looking forward to is Lilo and Stitch.
not. I'm not looking forward to any live action Disney movies. Like I don't even see the point of those. Uh,
It's for a new generation.
new Sonic Generation. Oh,
No, new generation, not Sonic generation.
Jesus, sorry. So y- yeah, so that's okay. It took us 2 hours to explain the movie. Okay, wasn't too bad.
No.
Okay, compared to like the previous movies, me and Red breakdown, it's like this is like not that bad. Now we just
Yeah,
have to talk
it's not
about.
that much. There's not that much to the movie either. So
Okay, so we just gotta talk about the post credits, and which is like Nola just meeting Tamatola because do you remember the first film?
What about
It's
the
like
first film?
yeah, because the first movie also have post credit scene, but it's like
Did
it's
the
just
first movie have a post credit scene?
yeah, it's like a brief, like 30 seconds. It's not really a post credit scene for like setting things up. It's just a post credit scene for like jokes. It's
Oh,
just
okay,
Tamatoa just like fucking around. Basically, just do a song sad that he lost to Maui. That's basically it. It's not really important.
gotcha. Okay,
So, but this movie, it's like they just got set up the team up for this movie. They just got set up a team up, which is like,
yeah, man,
oh, jeez.
we're getting we're getting the god is gonna come in and take care of it himself. Had a Thanos moment. Fine,
Yeah,
I'll do it myself.
yeah. Finally, I'm gonna do it myself because with Tamatola, the talking crap. Even though you are literally a guy who can just shoot lightning, I don't even. It's like, hey, I sure hope this is gonna go somewhere. The lead no
I
less.
just hope the next movie they bring back the original people who did the first one.
Yeah, it's like I think they changed the directors. The first movie is like directed by who directed the first movie? Oh yeah,
The
they
first
changed.
director for the first one, he was in here.
No, they actually changed directors.
They did.
Yeah, it's like the first film is
John.
directed by John Musker, Ron Clements, and
Oh yeah,
the second movie is directed by David Derrick Jr., Jason Han, and
yeah.
Dana Lee Dox Miller.
And John Musker directed one of my favorite Disney movies, Hercules. He needs to come back.
Oof. this guy never directed anything before.
Who?
The directors of the second movie.
Yeah, they haven't really directed much.
This is like the first thing to direct. I mean, they worked in Disney before, just not directing.
Like doing a movie, yeah. And they need to get back. They also changed the writers, so they need to bring back the original writers, original directors, Lin Manuel Miranda, so he can do the music and
Yeah,
get this back on track.
yeah. I mean, the songs are not terrible. Like in okay, wait,
No, they're just not
but
as memorable.
there's like yeah, I just there's just nothing to say about them.
Yeah,
And yeah, I mean, there's yeah, I didn't remember post credits. Is yeah, it just there's like yeah, let's just recruit people.
yeah.
Uh,
Basically, it was the Bat Lady saying, "Hey, let me go, unchain me," and she said, "No, I still need you." And basically, he's gonna take his revenge on Moana.
and then they got get Tamatola to help. That was fun. Why they even bother with that? But of course, it's like they kind of expected the third movie to be a thing, which is fair, which is absolutely gotta be a thing because they gonna be like, because it makes a lot of money.
Yeah, this movie's probably gonna make $1 billion, so they're definitely gonna do a third one.
It's like regardless of quality, be like, oh, it's like the Lion King remake. Here's a prequel because it makes a $1.6 billion.
Hopefully, if they ever do a live action remake of this movie, that they can clear up a lot of these problems that we have.
I'm gonna be honest here. I hope they. If I don't think they're gonna fix any problems. I just think they're gonna like make it worse.
I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, and so yeah, that to be honest, I don't even know why they even want the post credit scene of this movie, but hey,
Well, that's the cool thing to do now with franchises. Just do a post credit scene, follow what Marvel is doing, and get people hyped for the next one. All those little kids who saw that now and be like, Moana 3, and they're gonna be looking forward to it.
I'm not looking forward to it. So
Yeah, You're Welcome was a really catchy song. I like that song.
yeah, I love
Well,
that song.
you're not a little kid, Unity. So of course you're not looking forward to it.
To be fair, as a little kid, I was like, oh, after Treasure Planet, I was like, I don't need Treasure Planet 2. That was perfect. But yeah, it's fine. But to be honest, I'm kind of sad that Treasure Planet just bombed. But oh well.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good animated films that bombed,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh shit. Was like oh apparently the post credit scene was a last minute change.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I'm not
it just feels
surprised
like
one bit.
Avengers Assembled. But
But yeah,
yeah, it just
despite the faults of the film, my experience in the theater was that I had a decent time with this film. Um, like you said, we went through all the writing. The writing is not the best at all. I like the characters despite not everyone being useful at all times. And I thought the action sequences were great and the animation was great. I just think that the first one had a more emotional impact on me. By the time that scene where she returns the heart to the fire monster and she switches back to the earth thing was so beautiful and moving. They don't really have anything like that in this movie, so hopefully they can find a balance in the third one, um, of doing that
it's
and actually having some good jokes. I think this one was a little funnier than the first one.
uh, so I think the first one is like a lot more characterization wise is so much better. I mean, this movie's the main characters are like fine. They're
Yeah,
fine. I mean, Maui is like not that ruined. It's like he's not that bad. It's just Moana has like some dumb moments. They're just fine. The
Yeah,
other characters range from just bland and to nothing, to just they're just stupid like Nola, or just they just flip the morals in a dime, like the Bat Lady. I don't remember. I don't even remember the name of Bat Lady.
yeah. I don't remember what the Bat Lady name was. Is it Cena?
Let me check. The Bat Lady's name is like yeah, Sema. Because I'm
Yeah.
not seeing. No, that's Moana's little sister.
Oh, that was Ronald's sister. So who was the Bat Lady? It wasn't Loto. I don't think so. I'm looking at the cast. And I'm trying to figure out who.
Uh, let's see.
Oh, his little sister was played by Nicole Scherzinger. Wow, she did a really good kid voice.
Okay. Mataganti. Matanji.
Oh, Matanji. Okay, yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah, Matanji. Yeah, that's Matanji, the Bat Lady. That's like her
I liked
most.
how she was animated, and I liked how she looked. I just wish we got more of like why she was trapped there, and
It's just like she said so because she's a god and I don't know,
he
man. It's
asked
like
how Alan Tudyk did. Alan Tudyk, who did he play? Hi, he. Who was he again?
the chicken.
Oh, oh yeah, he was in the first one.
He's in the first film. Alan Tudyk is the
Oh,
chicken.
oh, okay. He's just doing chicken sounds. He did a good job.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not. I just
he's
won't
great
say
as
that
Clayface.
he's yeah. Oh yeah. To be fair, he's forcing three characters, like 3 or 4 characters in the Creature Commando.
Yeah,
And oh well. Yeah. So I mean, this movie is not as bad as most we talked. Me and Red talked about this year. So I don't think we like a
well, that's
single
a good
movie.
thing.
I don't. To be fair, we don't. I don't think we like a single movie talk about this year
A
that released
single
this year.
movie,
Oh,
not
we
any movie at all.
based on not sure. I mean, we do like some shows. If that means anything to you, I mean, we to be fair, we do have some movies we do like, but it's like we just didn't talk about it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You didn't get to review it.
No, it's like we didn't talk about Dune Part 2 or Inside Out 2, so those are the things we watched, but we didn't review it.
Let's see. Let me see what you reviewed. Let me see if you reviewed something that I actually liked. Let's see. Live streams. Wicked Part One. You didn't like, I guess. You didn't like Shawshank Redemption?
Oh, we loved it, but I think I say the movies this year.
Oh, okay. Like you mean 20? Okay, you didn't like Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice?
Nope. My
You didn't
favorite
like
Alan
Alien
Turing.
Romulus?
Nope. My favorite Alan
Oh
Turing
my!
movie is A Knight's Tale. I haven't seen that movie, so
You didn't like Alien Romulus? Oh, I'm surprised you didn't like
nope,
Deadpool and Wolverine.
nope. No
Wow.
one. Oh, that stream was so related. Because we are literally so mad at we did 2 streams about it. It's just back to back.
I see. Part one and part two. You guys talked about this movie for like 6 hours.
Yeah. Twisters was my favorite movie this year. I haven't seen
I love
Twisters, so
Twisters.
I can't tell you I haven't seen Twisters.
Oh, okay. You saw about Twister, the first one.
No.
Wait, which one you saying your favorite movie? Twisters.
Twist
Oh, Iron Mandrill's favorite movie is Twisters. Oh yeah, I've seen him say that before. I love that movie. It's in my top 15 for this year.
It's like my favorite movie this year is like an indie film, yeah.
What film?
Sometimes I'm thinking about dying.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
That is where is it? That's my 26th favorite movie of the year.
26. Well, To be fair, it's like to be fair, I think that's like one of the few favorite movies of this year. It's like, and then we got like, I don't know. It's like, no, because I have a lot more we don't like, and we just have to mash a lot of them up at the end. I mean, we got a few shows we do praise, like The Penguin. That's a show we like.
Yeah, most people like that show.
Yeah, it's a great show. Uh, uh, let's see what. But yeah, we just talked about things we care about. Sometimes
Yeah,
we just talked about. Sometimes it's just like, oh, this is a good movie, but we just don't feel like talking about it. So, oh well.
you should also share your positive thoughts about movies you like, not just the negative ones.
To be honest, we do sometimes it just turns out we sometimes we just really want to like something, but it just turns out we just don't like it at the end. It's a shame.
That happens. That happens.
Uh, and then we got what do we got up? Yeah, but it's time. I mean, to be fair, we're not that harsh to Venom.
Oh, that's surprising.
Actually, I think it's not that bad. Red thinks it's really bad, so I was kind of in the defensive side.
You were defending it the whole time.
Slightly, not the entire time, because I think there's a lot of problems, but at the same time, I think there's parts that is not bad.
Gotcha. I haven't
I
seen
mean,
any of the Venom movies, so I have no idea.
fair. And then we got House of the Dragons. That was a good movie. Well, not good movie, good show. Season 2.
I gotta watch season 2. I haven't watched season 2 yet.
Fair. But yeah, I
How do you
recommend
guys
you.
like Superman and Lois?
I've seen 2 episodes so far, but we loved it.
Okay, okay. As long as y'all love that, that's all I care about because I love that show. So
Yeah, Shawshank is a golden movie. Absolutely, it's one of the best movies of all time. Venom 3 is a lot of fun. I do have fun. I do have an ironic fun with it.
with which one?
Uh, Venom 3.
Oh yeah, because you were saying it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we do have it on. We do have a lot more on the podcast channel. I'll send to you right now. So to give out our full list. Those are just parts of it.
Gotcha.
So here's our full list if you wanted to look at it. It's our 52 stream. Jesus, we've been doing it for a year now. And no, if you're wondering, we don't like. I mean, originally Red Things record is not that bad, and then the more I talked about it, because I'm a big theater person, after the movie, I basically see the play again. I just recognize a lot of things that are different.
Gotcha.
So we're just like, I don't like it, and then Red just slowly realized, oh, those are the problems. Ugh, it's a shame. Here's the full list, and yeah, I mean, we don't like the Acolytes, of course. Fuck that show.
Uh, yeah, I didn't watch it.
Good.
I've never been like a huge Star Wars guy in the first place, so I was just like, I'm not gonna invest too much time into this universe. I like the Mandalorian. I like Andor. I like
I love
parts of
Andor.
Ahsoka.
I just hope that Andor season 2 is good. That's my hope. All right, Skeleton Crew is almost out. Okay.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes are out.
Oh, it's not out here in my place yet, I think.
Okay.
You two were interesting to see chat through. You two have very different feels. Yep.
Yeah, that's why it's a great conversation because we both just said the same things and we kind of be boring.
It depends because most of because a lot of the streams I do with other people, it could be interesting because we do have some same feels, but at the same time there are feels that we do that are different.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, there were some things we did agree on, like some of the silly stuff in this movie.
yeah, I was like, oh, here's some mostly just character decisions.
Yeah. Just like what?
And it's just more like we do think that this is like feels like a show that's chopped to bits.
Yeah. The more you talked about it, I was like, yeah, that is an episode. That probably was an episode. And that was probably an episode too. Yeah. This is
But
going to be a movie that is going to be playing on the TV on Disney Plus for years to come. Back to back, Moana and Moana 2 over and over and over.
true. Oh, I'm gonna die from that. And
And Encanto, just a triple threat.
and I'm the person who constantly play High School Musical on TV all the time and still watch watch it every single time.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I love that. So, and Andor is great. Mando season 1 is decent. Andor is absolutely great. I haven't seen Mando season 1 for a long time, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, and it's the other way around for me. I think Andor is decent. I think Mando is great.
And then Unity and I have the similar feels and some really different feels. Yeah, true. We did Terminator 0 together. And we mostly agree aside from like a few things, but yeah. A lot of the difference is just anime takes. But yeah, we do love that stream. I want to do it. I don't want to do a stream with you again, Rangi. Yeah, but yeah, whenever we have a topic, yes, we do have to do like Creature Commandos Arcane season 2.
I gotta watch Arcane season 2.
I'd recommend you don't, but yeah.
What? It's bad?
Yeah.
No. Don't tell me that. I love season 1.
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, even the internet thinks it's bad now. Fun. Yeah, anime stuff and realism for stylization. It's awful. Yeah, I was there for one watch party with you. Holy shit, did we not like it?
Damn.
To be fair, I haven't finished Act 3 yet because I just can't be bothered with. I'll probably just finish it before I'll finish it before next Monday to just do the stream.
Damn. That's
Arcane season 2 has generally hurt my feel of season 1.
Oh wow.
I can't blame you.
That's crazy. Well, one thing I'll say, this has been a good year for horror.
Oh yeah, I heard some good things about. What's the one starring Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley? The Substance.
Yeah,
and
that's my
and the
second
other
favorite
one,
movie of the year.
oh, and also like the one with Hugh Grant.
Oh, Heretic or Heretic.
Yeah, Heretic.
I don't know how to say that word. Yeah.
Yeah, people told me that that's also a good movie, so I probably just
Yeah.
want to watch these two movies.
Yeah, I think you'll like those too because they're pretty well written.
Yeah, and the other movie I want to see is like Anora.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I saw it.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, I have the Anora poster at home.
Oh yeah, but you haven't seen it yet.
But I haven't seen it. I have the poster. It's free
I recommend Strange Darling as well if you haven't seen it.
I'll probably just watch Anora first because I have the poster. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just like my university was like, here's free posters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's the worst movie you saw this year?
Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh wow,
That's
a hot take.
Yeah, that's why we do 2 streams. To be honest, that's also Rat's least favorite movie this year. Also, we were stunned by because we watched it together and we were stunned by it. I know we're not there yet, but I can't believe season 2 assassinated the character of LeBlanc, despite not giving her a proper name, draw, or phrase reveal. Who's LeBlanc? Uh, I mean, my problem with this year is just like a lot of the movies just relies on that nostalgia bait and then just similar format, just playing it safe, and then you just got $1 billion. You just didn't look deep into like how is this structured. This is the same problem with Deadpool, Wolverine, Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, Megamind 2. Like, and then what do we have as well? Wicked, even Wicked. Yeah.
There's a lot of movies that's not like that though. That
I mean, yeah, we got like okay, yeah, we got like we got exception from the rule, like Dune Part 2, and even
Dune
Inside
Part
Out 2 for
2,
Inside Out 2 to an
Monkey
extent.
Man, Furiosa, King of the Planet of the Apes,
Haven't seen.
Twisters.
I haven't seen some of them. I've seen Furiosa. I don't think it's a good film. I don't think it's like terrible. I don't think it's. I don't. Okay, we didn't do a stream about it. I don't think Red's seen it, but I seen it. I don't think it's a good film, which sucks because I really like Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, I think that's a great movie. Let's see. So many movies. Love Lies Bleeding, Civil War, Roadhouse.
I've seen Civil War. I hate it.
What?
I watched it in cinema.
Me too. Trap was fun. Late Night of the Devil.
Oh,
Sing.
I guess I'll watch Twister some days. LeBlanc is one of the 3 Noxon leaders, the one who used the Black Rose in Arcane Season 2. Okay, what's up with that character? I don't remember that character anymore. Until you told me.
I haven't seen season 2, so I have no idea what he's talking about.
And then we got I may have to explain a bit more about her to you at some point, but yeah, the death, crazy amount of damage. Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe I would like Twisters. I didn't hear anyone talk about it, or at least it will be fine. Also, her name is pronounced LeBlanc. LeBlanc.
That looked like the same thing. That was funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I mean, we also got gems like Rebel Moon Part 2. That's a great movie, right?
Oh god, I didn't even. Oh, Rebel Moon Part 2 was so bad.
And hey, we also got a director's cut of those 2 movies.
Yeah, I didn't even bother.
No, I've seen it. Unfortunately.
Like, yeah, what was good. What was and I'm a Zack Snyder fan, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm passing on that.
Jeez. Yeah. To be honest, I probably just didn't watch that much movie this year because I was so busy.
That's fair. It's a lot. It's a big commitment.
Yeah.
Travel to the theater, 30-minute trailers, 2-hour movie, then you gotta get back home. That's so much time.
Pretty much, and also budget, money.
Yes, that's so true. I have Regal Unlimited, so that helps. That's why I get to see so many movies.
Oh, that's good for you. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just watch Amora at home.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I've been for 5 years in years. Yeah, I guess. To be fair, I did watch the theaters. Ironically, I've Moana. Wow. That's crazy.
Was the last one I saw in theaters. Wow. I think I had a conversation with Randy about going to the theaters in the group chat. And he doesn't like the experience.
It depends. Yeah, some people just don't like the experience. I mean, I think theater can amplify your emotions, but at the same time, when you gone out, you just think about it. I was like, oh my god. I mean,
I found a theater that I really like, and it's been awesome for me.
but and yeah, I get it. But best part of Rebel Moon was the Joma housing set, and now Rebels will go to Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon Part 2, the Skykeeper. It was a whole emotional and great. Yeah, I hope Zack Snyder doesn't get in the movie again.
He already has another one lined up.
Oh, to be honest, I didn't bother with Twilight of the Gods. What Zack Snyder is doing that?
What is that? Twilight of the what? What's that?
The Netflix show. He made the Twilight
Oh,
of the Gods show. No one talked about it.
Twilight of the Gods. I didn't even know that. Well, it has decent Rotten Tomato score
To be fair, I don't trust
and good
it.
audience score, so doesn't look that bad.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Because when I was watching Wicked, I love theater. I love my record is like I watched 5 plays in 3 days before, and I literally watched 3 plays in one day.
Damn.
So this is how much I love theater. And when I got to Wicked in theaters, which I know the play already, so I was watching. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. I've watched it with a friend, and my friend literally saw me just disappointed in cinema.
Damn. I had a
Because
good time with Wicked. I went to it very, very pessimistic. Thought the trailers looked like ass. I'm not a very big fan of the two actresses. Well, I went in there and I had a lot of fun watching that movie.
to be fair, it's like mine is like really, it's a really big hot take because even a lot of people who think the movie is bad. It's like, oh, that's good. I was like, and I was watching this. I was like, I don't think you. I mean, it took me a while to understand like why does it not work. Because when I got to define gravity, I felt absolutely nothing.
Oh wow.
I wish I was making that up because I wasn't even mad at the end. I was so disappointed. Like it's like the most disappointing thing this year.
Damn.
I mean, I was to be honest, I was also really insulted when people were just like, "Oh, this is even better than Tick Tick Boom." It's like, "Fuck you! Tick Tick Boom is a masterpiece. Don't you dare even compare it to that."
I'm not a musical guy, so I don't know what to compare it to. I didn't want to watch Tick Tick Boom because I was like, I don't like hearing the singing. I don't like when people sing and talk during the stories. But I had a good time with Wonka, and I had a good time with this, and the Mean Girls one too. I had a good time with all that.
Oof. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, Mean Girls is adapted from a play. A lot of
Yeah,
things, especially for sure, big budget. No, I that those are the ones I avoid the most because most of the time I think it's gonna be bad. I think I'll go for a really good movie because I mean for the last Ghibli film, but got busy. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie. What's it called?
I did not like that movie.
The
The
boy and the
boy and
heroine.
heroin. Yeah, that shit was boring as hell. Oh
Mm.
my god.
So you need to watch that movie. Yeah, fair. My favorite part of this year was also my favorite part of last year, and it was when Gollum gave my gave head. No, really, that was such a meme.
Wow.
Fun fact: Arcane season 1, episode 5, brothel scene was written 4 times. Amanda Overton, who wrote it, kept making it so that Fia and Fire would bang when they got there, and the showrunner kept telling her to write it again until she provided a draft where they didn't do that.
Oh wow.
Amanda Overton wrote episode 1, 7, and 8 of season 2. Jesus. Yeah, where is that showrunner? Why didn't you tell her no? Great. Yeah, that's more. So yeah, great movie, guys. I love my life. This is totally not like the dumbest movie ever existed.
Oh man. Yeah, I would say if anybody's interested in watching this film, just wait for it to hit Disney Plus. Don't go to the theater for it.
No, it's not worth your money. There's a lot more better movies this year. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check the movies this year. Fucking hell.
Just in terms of animated, Inside Out 2, Wild Robot, Memoirs of the Snail.
All right, Wild Robot. People tell me that it's good. So
Yeah, Mars Express is probably my favorite animated movie from this year. Look Back on Prime Video is really good, and it's under an hour, so it's a quick watch. Transformers 1 was fun.
I mean, there's like some movies I don't want to bother, like Gladiator 2.
I like Gladiator 2.
No,
It's not as good as the first one, but I liked it.
to be honest, I just don't want to bother because I have no hope for the Gladiator 2 and 2. I don't like Ridley Scott now.
Damn.
No, this guy, dude, this guy really said I want to replace animators with AI.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I heard that. I hear a couple people. I hear a couple creators saying stuff like that. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, you're fucking nut job. I'm not gonna watch your movies anymore. Or at least I'm not gonna pay to watch your movies anymore.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Funny thing is, I live within 15 minutes of walking distance to my local theater. I live like an hour away from my local theater. When I was living, I mean, it's closer from university, but it's like my local theater here is not that good. It took them a while for them to just release a movie on time.
Gotcha.
The best part of Gladiator 2 was when Gladiator said, "You are the Gladiator 2." It was so powerful. A line 10 out of 10 delivery too.
That's a good joke.
I'm gonna be honest, yeah. I would not if someone tell me that this is actually in the film, I would not disbelieve that because I can believe that Ridley Scott actually made something like this.
Well, this was really fun. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a pleasure to have you on. So before we go, do you want to promote your channel or tell us what you're doing in the future?
Yeah. Yeah, so Zach Attack Reviews, as you can see, my name is Zach. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, all those social media stuff. You can find me there. I have a review out for Blitz that came out today, the new Apple TV movie by Steve McQueen. I reviewed Moana 2 on my channel, Wicked, Gladiator 2, Red One, and I have a review for Y2K coming out this Friday. So be on the lookout for all that.
Yeah, that's good. So thanks for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's nothing. I mean, feel free to come back anytime you want.
I appreciate that.
Yep, we're doing Arcane season 2 next week.
Oh god.
Yeah. Hopefully we got a lot more people. But yeah, that's the stream now. So see you guys.
Bye guys. Have a good night.